All right, the pre-show has begun. Just putting out some silver, getting things set up. It's great to see everybody here early. And Kimberly Forbes, welcome to the Patriot Pistol. Great to see you as part of the Yankee militia. Thanks. And boom, here we go. And John Ruck. Hi, Yankee Silvara, good to see you. All right, let's see. Where is Tim? Jeffrey Smith. Tim is not here. He's not going to be joining tonight. I did talk with him today. I went and saw him yesterday. And I have a bunch of silver and some gold that we will be auctioning off with Tim at a future date, October, setting up the date for him. So he likes to join once a month or so. And Ron, come on, man, I don't have a melodious voice. Actually, I should probably add a little bit of background music here. Actually, I can't at this point because it's the pre-show, Yankee. Come on, man. I just realized I can't do that. I got to wait. Yes, I will wait until we get past the pre-show. All right, so while I get things set up and people start meandering in, and I take a little sip of coffee, please tell me in the chat oh yeah, and I agree with you, Wounded Dave. There are a lot of men. There are a lot of men stackers, but there are some women that are stackers and love to come in on my live stream. Keep your eyes open. I'm sure you'll see some. Tell me where you're from. Put the state where you're at. What state are you watching from? I love to see where geographically my Ask Yankee viewers are watching. Let's see. We've got New York, Pennsylvania, Florida. Ooh, IT Grunt. Hang in there, buddy. I don't know. I guess the worst is over for you. Yeshua, Jesus Christ is King from Florida as well. New York, Texas, Ohio, Hawaii, New Jersey, Arizona, California, yeah, California, Nebraska, Texas, Berlin, New Hampshire. Awesome. Another New Hampshireite watching tonight. Good to see you in here, Jeremiah. Antarctica, living the dream. How in the world could you be living the dream in Antarctica? Connecticut, Texas, Washington State, Alabama, Edmonton, Canada. All right, Dennis, we've got some Canadians watching. Love to see that. West Virginia, northern Wisconsin, Idaho. You escaped, Jeffrey? Good. Jeff, another Floridian. Hope things are going well for you down there. Human Natural, another Floridian. John Kerry. Wow, we got a lot of Floridians in tonight. Let's see. Maine, Wisconsin, Oklahoma, Slovakia. Wait a minute. Incel and Proud. Really? Slovakia? That would be amazing. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just wow if it is. North Carolina, Idaho. Okay, wow. We've got a great smattering of people from all over the country, all over the world, too. That's nice to see. No, just kidding. Yeah, I thought so, Incel. All right, hey. So, if this is your first time, you haven't been to an Ask Yankee, this is the pre-show. This is where I get my stuff in order, and I just, make sure people know that we're going live tonight so they can filter in. One thing that I also do during the pre-show is give some early bird words. Okay, now what in the world is an early bird word, you might ask? Well, I'm going to tell you these words when I open the call line later on in the stream. Not now. In fact, you can see in Streamlabs it's saying call line. There's the number, 978-406-9103. Ask your questions live when the line is open. The line is not open at this moment, but it will be. And if you call in and you use one of the 3 early bird words that I'm going to tell you right now in a sentence, you win some silver. All right, so here they come, and please do not put them in the chat. If you put them in the chat, one of my mods might might time you out, so don't do it. The first word is sale. S-A-L-E, sale. The second word is trade, T-R-A-D-E, trade. And the third word is anniversary. Sale, trade, anniversary. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to say it anymore. Please do not put it in the chat. And let's pray that Ray Bar doesn't win again. Okay. All right. So those are the early bird words. When I open the call line, you call in, be the first to use one of them in a sentence, and bang, just like that, you will win some free silver. I've got quite a bit of silver to give away tonight. Just saying. All right, so what else? Say Ray Bar. Yeah, I know. Is Ray Bar in the house? Somebody tell me. Is he? That is your job. Okay, you got one job. That is to call in before Ray Bar. All right, you've got to beat him. So get that number down. Write it down. Make sure it's in speed dial, because I'm telling you, Ray Bar has it in speed dial. All right. So anyways, we will talk more on the other side of the bumper music. Hello and welcome to Ask Yankee. I'm so glad you're here to spend some time with me tonight, and we are going to have a bunch of fun, okay? We are going to talk about precious metals. We're going to give you some great information from my good friend Mukarram Mawjood tonight, and you're going to have a chance to win a bunch of silver. Who is interested in getting some silver? Put silver in the chat right now. Woo. Yeah, there we go. Love it. Lots of silver in the chat. That's great. Well, hey, if this is the first time you have ever been on an Ask Yankee about silver and gold, please put a 1 in the chat. Okay, just put a 1. I wanna see that. I wanna shout you out and thank you. So this is your first time, and no cheating, you long timers. Now, come on now. There we go. What? Chicago Tony V, Mike Cosgrove. How could you be the? Wait a minute, Mike. You're a 5-star Yankee militia member. There's no way. Liar. Rick, Willie, Harlan, Schuler, Evelyn Blows, James Arnold, Carl Peterson, Alex Jr., Tovar, John. Oh man, there are so many of you guys. Thank you so much for you popping in here. I hope you're going to have a wonderful time. I know you will, okay? This is your place to ask me, Yankee, questions about silver and gold. Okay, so think of your questions. Put them in the chat. Make sure they're all uppercase because I need all the help I can get. All right, so that really makes it stand out when you put it in uppercase. I have to admit, there's another way that I can see it, and unfortunately, I think I just missed one. Yes, I did. Okay, Gina Foley drops a $1.99 super chat. That's another way I will notice your questions if you put a super chat in there. Just letting you know, if we get to $100, and every $100 after that in super chat totals, we give away more silver. Okay, I'm going to give away quite a bit from SD Bullion tonight. In fact, I might even bust this thing open. What do you think? They sent this to me. This looks kind of neat. Or maybe I should just give the whole roll away. Man, why didn't I think of that? Oh, that would be awesome. Jerry Parker, first time getting a notice from YouTube. Uh-oh, that's not good. All right, so yeah, we're going to be giving away some interesting silver here. And again, we're going to be doing, yeah, John, I know, a whole roll. I just thought of it, right? Do a roll, USMC Rebel says. Okay, all right, might do that. By the way, before I go on, is the music perfect? A little too loud, a little too soft? What do you think, guys? Help me out with that. All right, so we're going to scroll up and check out a few of these questions. What says, do you think silver premiums will continue to go up or will they eventually come down? They're around $4.25 minimum in Pennsylvania. And that probably depends on what type of silver you're talking about, right? What? I don't think they're coming down anytime soon. I've talked to my local coin shop dealer about this. I've talked to SD Bullion about this. And I honestly think that it's going to have to get above $30 an ounce for spot before you start seeing the premiums drop. Okay, that's my gut feeling on this. And that's what I've heard from people who are in the know. I think right now the demand is way too high. In fact, I just talked to SD Bullion today. They are shocked, totally shocked at the demand. It is through the roof, and it's affecting their inventory today. He said, we have stuff, it's still coming in, but it is going out faster than they have seen it in a long time. I think, let me check the text. He said, since the silver squeeze, he hasn't seen it like this. So, okay, guys, it is insane. So I don't think you're going to see any movement in those premiums. That's my gut feeling. All right, another one. When silver moonshots, what will be the moving parts for trading in my stack for a house? Convert back to dollars? Makes me nervous. Well, Chicago Tony V, man, if you could actually find somebody that would be interested in doing a little barter, at least partial barter of precious metals for your house, that would be great. Maybe a private sale. That might happen. I doubt through a broker that would go down, but boy, yeah, that's when you would want to, liquidate some of it, bring it back to fiat currency before you put a down payment. Moving parts. So if I understand you correctly, what would be the moving parts? What would be maybe first? I'm not sure why you're nervous, Chicago Tony B. I think depending on when you're planning on getting into a property, you're not going to need to be nervous. This is a short-term pullback, I think, or bear market, I should call it, in silver. Gold, I think you're seeing nearing bottom. I think there's maybe a little left to go, but I wouldn't worry. All right, let's see. Price is low, people will buy lots. Yes, that's true. I think that's why we're seeing such demand. Do you think the United States ever goes back to silver and gold backed currency? Andrew Stevenson? No. Not as long as the powers that be are in control. If we get a complete reset, and worse, if we have a complete collapse, we're talking an SHTF scenario, then I do believe that could happen. But short of that, governments don't want that to ever happen. Politicians, no way. Central banks, So don't wait for that to happen. And if it's a reset, they're going to reset it with another fiat basket of currency or some CBDC, a central bank digital currency. So that won't be backed by silver or gold. All right, still looking for some questions. What do you think about First Majestic Silver? They sell half-ounce rounds for the same as 1 ounce. No sales tax, no credit card fees, low flat shipping rate. Wow, it's like Wood Stove Bear. You're doing a great ad for him, huh? I have one Majestic Silver round just for my stack. I'm not a big proponent of stacking hard with that. I don't like half-ounce rounds for the same as 1 ounce. I don't know if you're talking about premium there or what, but obviously you wouldn't want to spend the same for a half ounce as you would an ounce. So, yeah, I don't go that route. First Majestic, I did actually invest a tiny bit with them in the papers markets, not physical, just a little bit, not much. But no, I don't stack their rounds. Thanks for the Maple Yankee. Well, you're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed that win. Let me see. I think that's pretty much it. The call line is in the chat. I know some of you were asking. Yankee, what's the call line number? You're going to want to write this down. Just going to tell you right now. All right. 978-406-9103. That's 978-406-9103. Write it down. Get ready. It's not open yet, but it will be soon. And when I open that up, you'll be able to call in and ask your questions with me, Yankee. All right. Let's see. I have an auto repair shop and accepted ammo, silver, and venison towards repairs. Whoa. Wow. That's awesome. Mr. Hayab USA 1299. A 5-star member of the Yankee militia, I might add. That's fantastic. I wonder what state that's in, Mr. Hayab. Why don't you tell me? All right. Any other questions? Look. China tells state banks to prepare for a massive dollar dump. Yeah, that is very, very true. Man, we are seeing some amazing stuff going on in the markets. We're also seeing some Fed action that has really been incredibly shocking. And then also, this is something I'm going to be talking with our guest in just about 20 minutes from now. Mukarram, who is an expert investor in silver and gold. He's also a trader, and he knows the markets really well. All right, so when he joins us, I'm going to ask him some questions around what's going on with the price of silver and gold. He'll show us some charts, give us some projections. It's also incredible that the yen crashed last week. I don't know if you know that, but it did. And this week, the British pound crashed. Okay? And even as the Federal Reserve note declines in purchasing power against goods and services, real stuff that we buy, the recent rate hikes have sent the dollar higher against other fiat currencies. You probably know this, right? It's the DXY, which is the index that shows how the U.S. dollar compares to all these other currencies from around the world. And it is going super high right now. And it's creating big dislocations financially all around the world. Something else you might not know. And this is something that people really hammer gold and silver on. they say, see, Yankee, see you stackers, silver and gold aren't acting as an inflation hedge. Here it is. Here it is. We got all this inflation just pouring in. And what has gold and silver done? It's gone down. Well, remember this. Against other currencies like the British pound, it has gone up. It has been a phenomenal inflation hedge in many other currencies, just not the US dollar. And there's a reason for that. And I think it's very temporary. So if you're looking to stack, now I think is a phenomenal time to get in on these lower prices. Yes, even with the premiums, this is the time. And Chris Clark, whoa, drops a 10 spot. Yeah, that got my attention. I'm sorry if there are other questions. I just saw yellow. Okay, man, I gotta read this one. I saw Eagle selling in Europe for $60. When I bought my gold 2 weeks ago, a Russian lady was buying gold to take to Europe. That is fascinating, Chris. Wow. Yeah, that's Russia, China. They're still stacking hard. And I think, if anything, you may see a gold-backed currency, a gold-backed digital currency from other countries soon. So, all right, thanks, Chris, for that $10. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. I don't see any other quick questions here. Would you recommend getting out of the stock market? Cornucopia. Oh, my word. Go back and watch my videos from the end of last year and the beginning of this year. I was telling people, even though I'm not a professional financial advisor, you need to do your own thing. But I was saying, if it was me, I would be getting out of the market post-haste. I was telling people, oh, my word, this is the frothy top. It is going to pop. And I think we're at least seeing the air come out right now. So, all right. Let's see what else to do. Oh, should I open the call line now? Get some silver given away? Maybe. Actually, let's do giveaways before I open the call line. Oh, check this out. I got $2 half here. Anybody know the difference between these $2 half? Huh? Who could tell me? What is the difference between the top and the bottom $half here? Ray Barr. Yeah. Yeah. You were the first. One is 40%, other is 90%. You're absolutely correct. 40 and 90. 40 and 90. And whoa, Jeffrey Smith, 2-star Patriot Pistol member drops $10 super chat. Wow. Does the Chinese dollar dump mean that gold prices will go up in terms of US dollars? Absolutely. I do believe that will happen. I think the DXY is going to revert back to its mean and then drop even more. I think the dollar is going to really be hurting. Definitely by next year, in my opinion. But yes, the dollar dump, China is definitely going to have a big impact there. But all of the other fiat currencies are doing this. It won't be long, in my opinion, before the Fed pauses, then pivots. I'll make my prediction on that later on in the live stream when I have Mukarram on. I'm going to ask him his prediction. So, yes, one of these is 90%. One of these is 40%. The 1967 is 40%, and the 1964 is 90%. And I am going to... actually, you know what? I'm going to drop the volume down on this music just a bit. In fact, I'm going to mute it because I want you to hear something. I want you to hear this. The pocket pinger. One of my favorite ways to test silver. I don't know if you guys have a pocket pinger or not. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a pocket pinger. Or better yet, I said 1. That's fine. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a pocket pinger. I want to see this. 1. All right. Jesse does. Frank does. Dan, BMC, Ron Young, Atris. Okay, there we go. See, yeah, we got a bunch of them. Now put zeros. Okay, fine. Anything other than that, you don't. But check this out, guys. Check this out. This is the 1964 90%. Now listen to the sound of this when I ping it. Hear that 90%er? Do it again for you. Right at the microphone. Isn't that a sweet sound? All right, so 90%, right? And that's the same as a Benji. The sound, right? That's the important thing. Listen. Same pitch, same frequency. All right, that's the 90%. Here's the 40%. Hear the difference? That higher frequency? Higher. Now, I should have a clad $50. I forgot to grab one, but boy, you would hear the major difference. But you can hear it. This is higher. Sorry, lower. That's lower. The 90% is lower, and the 40% is higher. Now, why does that matter? You can hear the alloys that are in the 40%, and it makes it a higher pitched ping. And I highly recommend, if you do not have a pocket pinger, you need to, not just for circulated silver, constitutional silver, but for any silver, you need to be able to test your silver to see if it's legit. So, and this thing is not that expensive. You can buy one of these for pretty cheap. The link is in the description of all my videos. It's also rolling around in the chat. Click on it. Check out. You can also get a stack stick for some of the other types of silver. If you put like a maple in there, you can smack it with the stack stick. It won't hurt the silver. So this is important to be able to have to test your silver out. All you need is a smartphone and an app. It's a free app. You download it. When you buy one, they'll tell you exactly what to do to download it. It will listen for you to that ping. Okay, you don't have to be an expert at the sound of the ping. Just ping it and you will hear it. And the phone will hear it and tell you immediately if it's legit or not. So highly recommend you do that and get yourself a pocket pinger. Everybody should have one. If you're a stacker, you need one. All right, so I pulled these out. Why don't we give these away? What do you think? Both. Okay, and we'll do both. I don't think Cooper's in the house. The 40%er is from Cooper. He's one of my mods. If I see him in here, I'll thank him again. That was really generous of him to send those in to give away. And the 90% is from SD Bullion. All right, I didn't shout out SD Bullion, but I really want to. I want to thank them for supporting me, my channel, and also supporting you in this live stream because they give away a lot of silver on my channel. You probably know that SD Bullion gave away an entire tube of their 10th anniversary rounds. A whole tube just the other day. We have 4 winners, and they contacted me, and we'll be sending those out this weekend. So thank you for SD Bullion. That was very generous, and it was a lot of fun. It's also not the end. That's just the beginning, guys. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do. Hit the bell icon so you know when the next massive giveaway is coming. We're going to give away a lot of their silver tonight. And you also have to be a subscriber to be in the chat. And you have to be in the chat in order to have a shot at winning during my live stream. So this is how we play the game. Right now, right this second, put something in the chat, and I will harvest the names and put them in the wheel of names, and you guys are going to have a chance at winning some silver. Jeffrey Smith, thank you for the 10 spot. If I neglected to say thank you, I apologize, but thanks for that $10, Jeffrey. That was really nice. Let's see. Garbage Man Mike, do you think if OPEC drops the US dollar for brick, all other countries redeem U.S. Treasury bonds and crash the dollar? Okay, so when will the sale of U.S. Treasuries hit a crescendo? It's coming. In fact, it's not only coming from other countries who have already sold a lot of their treasuries, like China and Russia, but it's coming even from our own Federal Reserve. They're keyed up and ready to sell into the bond market, and that is going to be bad news for the bond market when those sales really take off. It's going to be bad. The dollar is in trouble, guys, even though it's at near record highs right now. All right, so put something in the chat right now. I'm going to switch over to participant mode. Yes, I see a lot of people. Ooh, how many do we have? 346. That's awesome. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button on the live stream if you're enjoying yourself here. 349. Let's see how high that goes tonight. And we'll just turn on the tunes again. We're going to give this away in just a few seconds. And one last thing. Before we do the giveaway, I want to thank all my mods and all my members. Guys, I see some Yankee Canon members in the house. Shout out to you guys. Oh, man, I just love being able to meet my Yankee Canon members every month. One-on-one chats with them. We had some really good talks last month. I'm looking forward to our October meetings. What are the side benefits for me with my Yankee Canon members is I start to develop some friendships, some closeness. I get to learn much more about them, and they learn about me more. And it means a lot to me to have those meetings. So, all right, thank you. If you're interested, by the way, in becoming a member, check out the chat. The link's scrolling around in there. You can definitely click on it now or later. It's also in the description of all my videos. All right, I see a lot of people in there, so I'm going to harvest the names now. All copy. Awesome. Switch over to the wheel of names. Here it is. All copy and paste. There they are. Woo! Look at those names. Now there's some bogus ones in there, like new member or participant or something. Don't worry about those. We'll respin if it hits. And if it lands on Yankee, that's a really bad thing for me, okay? I'm sure a lot of you in the chat know what that means. It's not good. It really isn't good for my stack. So let's all hope that Yankee does not come up on the wheel of names. Here we go. This is for the 40 and 90% silver half dollars. Just good luck to everybody. Ooh, this is a long spin. Oh, man, I did an extra long spin. I better slow it. I better shorten the spin. This is when I did the 20-ounce giveaway. I did long spins. I think I should shorten it down a bit. I mean, I had like close to 3,000 participants in that giveaway, so I had to really mix it up. All right. Jessica Rose. Not My Style, Tom Moore, Ed Brookshire, Trust Jesus, Stack AG, Zodiacal Sword, Nancy Lloyd, Bozo, Big Top. I don't think you're holding on to it, Bozo. I don't even know if Bud's going to hold on to it. This one is slowing down, but it looks like it's going into Bobby Crush. Did Bobby Crush win it? Yes. Congratulations, Bobby Crush. You got him. You got the half dollars, man. So, Bobby, email me at yankeestacking@gmail.com, and I will mail these 2 half dollars out to you. Let me write down your name. Bobby Crush. All right. There we go. Get going, Bobby, says Valerie. Yes. Put the half dollars over here. Off on the side. Congratulations. We're going to be doing more giveaways, but before I do that, let's open the call line for one quick call. All right, so this call line is 978-406-9103. Do not let Ray Barr call in first. Okay? Don't let that happen. I'm telling you right now. Call line is now open. Hello, you're on with Yankee.
Hi, this is David Du Bois.
It's not Ray Barr, right? Okay, let me turn the music down. Who is this again?
No, it's not Ray Barr. It's Dave D.
Dave D. How are you, man?
Good. I was saying you were trying not to let Ray Barr get in first. I thought I would try calling in early, and the first time I got in.
That's fantastic. Oh, thank you so much for calling.
Yeah.
So do you have a question for me? or a comment?
Yeah. I got out of the stock market with my retirement,
Mm-hmm.
but I got it in with the companies, like the different Fidelity or whoever, might be, but it's sitting in cash. And
Yeah.
I kind of hate to leave it there because I'm not sure if it's in banks, what's going to happen to it, and not sure if it would be smart to take it out and put it in gold.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is is company sponsored 401k?
No, I'm retired.
Oh, okay. So you have cash in what is it again in? Just
Cash, it's
is it in the
in
bank
the,
account or is it in an IRA or where
it's
you
an
have it?
IRA.
Okay, it's an
Yeah.
IRA. I apologize if you said
Two,
that. Okay.
yeah, two different IRAs.
I got
But
you. Yep.
I don't know what to do with them. Kind of
What to do.
conflicted.
Yep. Yep.
Don't want to lose it.
I hear you, man. And
Everybody's
it depends on a lot of different factors, which I don't want to go into too much detail about your personal financial situation. Obviously, if you're retired, one of the biggest focus you must have now is preservation of capital, not just
right.
growing your wealth, but preserving it, right?
Right.
So
right.
you need
That's
to be
what I want to do.
right. So you need to be extra cautious, especially during this time. In my opinion, again, I'm not a professional financial advisor, but I would definitely be looking into preserving it with some in gold and silver, precious metals. I'm not sure how flexible your IRA is. Is it a self-directed IRA? Can you put it into things like precious metals?
I probably could. I do own some precious metals,
Good.
some silver, especially silver.
Excellent. But that's stuff that you physically have, right, in your possession, right?
Right.
And that's good.
I
You
hold
want
it.
it. Yeah, you hold it, so
And I
you
got some
own it.
Right. I
Right.
got some from SD Bullion and some from a local dealer,
Great.
Lansing.
Yep. So, but in your IRA, you cannot take physical ownership of your precious
Right.
metals. You got to make sure you have to have a custodian. And contrary to popular belief by among some people, you cannot be your own custodian. There is no loophole. You play that game, you're really risking getting nailed. So don't do that. So you want to make sure your custodian would allow you to vault and put physical metal somewhere until you can actually take it out and take custody of it. We're going to be talking with Mukarram in just a few minutes, and I hope you can stick around for it because he is an expert at what to do with an IRA. So that's one thing, precious metals. But there's other areas that you can invest in that are safer than the stock market. I'm not saying you shouldn't have anything in the stock market. Frankly, if you have cash now, which I do too, it's sitting on the sidelines.
All out.
Yeah, you got out. When did you get out?
Yeah.
When did you get out of the market?
Several weeks ago. I mean, before it started going down.
Yep.
So I got out just before that.
Yep. I was hoping people were going to get out early this year, but not everybody did that. It's hard to get. Everybody loves to say they're a contrarian investor or they buy low, sell high, right? But a lot of times the panic sets in, and you end up buying high and selling low, and that's bad. So hopefully you got out at a good, a spike, maybe a bounce in the market. I think there's a lot more left to go down with the markets. Mm-hmm. So that's a good move. When you go back in, now you might want to wait with cash for a bit to get back in on some sales once this thing really goes belly up and twitching. But the other thing is there are other asset classes that you really want to consider. One is commodities, okay, and not just gold and silver either. There's a lot of other base metals that you could get into. There's uranium. There's all sorts of things that I believe over the next 5 to 10 years are going to be through the roof. Again, that's my opinion. So commodities, just make sure you're getting good quality equities that have a really good PE. Right now people, for the last 10 years plus, people haven't cared about price earnings. They haven't. It's through the roof with the market. But at some point, they're going to care a lot. So you really need to be careful about what equities you buy. Look for things that are giving good dividends if you're going to get back in. And then the other thing I would say, and this is not always the most common, or people might have a problem with this piece of this comment. I believe that there is still opportunity with real estate. Okay, not in certain classifications of real estate like commercial and high net worth, and not in real estate in certain areas of the country that are going to get hammered. But I do a lot of private mortgage lending, okay, and I can get 8 to 10% APY, that's annual percentage yield, on my investments consistently. I've done it now for about 14 years, okay? And I'm doing it with my IRA as well as cash. And it has been one of the best asset classes in the last decade for me. I've been very, very pleased with it. And it also fits well, in my opinion, with stackers who believe that if you don't hold it, you don't own it, right? Well,
right.
I believe in tangible assets. So my loans have a very low LTV, loan to value, and they are backed, secured by actual physical, tangible properties that I can go right now, drive over and touch. So and if I needed to, in the worst case scenario, I could foreclose, fire sale, and get my principal back. You can't do that with the stock market. There is nothing. Right. There is no collateral. There's no security. So I'm not saying it's without any risk, but it is very low risk if you do it very carefully and you look for, like I said, low LTV. So that's another asset class that I'm still high on. Again, it depends on where you're at with that and how comfortable you feel with it. But so I would. Those are some suggestions. I hope that helps you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate the advice, and I'll stay tuned for your next guest there.
Yes.
If I can hang around. Yeah. I usually hang around until you're done.
Oh, wonderful. Have you heard Mukarram yet? Ever?
No, I don't think so.
You haven't? Oh, well.
Maybe I have. I mean,
actually, while you're on the phone, let me bring him in. I'm going to admit him into my... There he is. He's coming in right now. And you could, and I'll tell Mukarram, you are interested in hearing his take on IRAs and how to protect yourself. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
All right, hold on. Mukarram, can you hear me?
No.
Can you hear me, Mukarram?
Yankee, can you hear me or not?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I think I can.
Okay, I think I can.
Because I want to know which screen it's coming from.
What's your name again, too, on the phone?
It's Dave.
Dave.
Du Bois.
Dave D. There's Mukarram. Right. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Yankee. How are you?
I have Dave D on the line here, and he's been really interested in IRAs and what to do, how to protect himself. He sold out of the market weeks ago, and he's got a pile of cash. So not right now, but I'm just telling you, sometime in our discussion, we have to touch on Dave's question about what to do with his IRA.
Yeah,
Sound
definitely.
Yeah. All right.
We've helped a lot of the Yankee snacking clients with IRAs and then doing alternative investments inside IRAs, right? I mean, we've had a fun kind of last few months in the markets. Yep. So you can see a lot of those things. Definitely, yep. We'll go over those questions.
All right, Dave. Well, thanks so much for calling in. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the live stream.
All right. Thank you very much.
Take care. All right. So let me introduce Mukarram. All right. So let's just do this right because I want to make sure everybody knows who you are. And there we go. Hi, Mukarram. Great to see you. How you doing?
Yankee. I see a lot of clients on the chat screen as well. That's nice. Clients coming in. And hello to everyone who's saying hi. Really appreciate all the love.
If this is your first time hearing Mukarram, you're in for a treat. He is the head of trading at Bullionite. He's the chief investment officer at Blackstone Commodity Group, which, by the way, is totally unrelated to that massive private equity firm, Blackstone Inc. in New York, right? He's from California, has nothing to do with Blackstone, but he's a talented commodity investor. And most importantly, he just sees the tremendous value in physical silver and gold. And Mukarram, you have helped like you said, many subscribers diversify their portfolios into gold and silver, among other assets. Haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. I see a few. Hi, Lewis. Thank you for the mention, and quite a few others as well. Yeah, and then we've not only helped them with just getting out of the stock market. As you can see, that first phase of getting them out of the market has helped significantly because the market's come down a lot. A couple of things we touched on since our last show, right? We talked about how we said, don't buy the dip. Don't buy the dip, right? And that's right. Exactly what happened. You can see how the stock market was coming down. Also with oil, we said we were shorting oil, and that in that last session we had. And
that's right. You called it. I remember that. You said you're
we
shorting
that,
oil.
Yeah. I got a lot of flack for that.
You did. You got a lot of blowback for that call. Yeah, exactly. But hey, you're incredibly generous with your time, with your clients, and with me. And I'm really privileged to have you on again on Ask Yankee.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right. So the last time we talked, okay, the U.S. dollar, as measured by the DXY, was 107. And I said at that time, wow, that is high. Well, now it's 111. I think we hit 114 just 2 days ago.
Just 2 days ago.
It's incredible. And that sometimes people look at that and go, "Wow, the dollar's so strong. It's gaining in value." No, it's not. It is gaining value as compared to other world currencies, right? But as it relates to the goods and services that we buy, it's still suffering. So here's another fact that I want you to comment on. In fact, I mentioned this earlier in the live stream that the yen had crashed last week, and this week we saw the British pound crash. Mm-hmm. And I'm beginning to wonder, what's in store for the dollar?
Well, I think you touched on a couple of things. Like when you look at, first of all, the US dollar is measured like in the markets against a basket of currencies, like 6 currencies. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the US dollar index that is appreciating in value versus other major world currencies like the pound, the euro, the yen, the Australian dollar, things like that, right?
Yes.
And what we're seeing is very, very interesting. I think first, after that break, there was a channel break that we saw at around, I think, 100 or 101. And then you can see that big run. We did expect kind of a parabolic move. We have come to the highs very close to like a 20-year high,
right?
In gold, right? Like the 2002, 2001, 2002 high. I mean, we'll go over that in the charts. We'll show some interesting things. We expected that to happen. Now, here's what's interesting. When you look at the dollar strength, now, obviously, the currency of a country will increase in value if the monetary policy agency or organization decides on raising interest rates. That's what's happening, right? Because the Fed wants to raise interest rates, and they've done it at a significant pace over the last 6 months. Because if you look at the hike in interest rates in the last over this year, it's actually second in comparison to the last 6 months of 1981. Okay, and it's also it's the second in record in terms of the pace at which they've increased interest rates. So you expect the dollar to go higher. On top of that, you have kind of the quantitative tapering or reducing the balance sheet on the Fed side, right?
Mostly with mortgage-backed securities, not as much with treasuries yet, right?
Exactly. Now, what we're noticing is other foreign countries, not just economies, but the individuals who make up that economy, like business owners, people who go to work, they're feeling the effect of a very strong dollar. And that's why you're seeing countries like Britain, the Bank of England made a decision on Wednesday to buy long-dated bonds, or they call them gilts over there, right? Like across the pond. So when they decided to buy 65 billion pounds worth of bonds, then suddenly you saw the pound kind of run up. I don't think there's any strength to the pound. I think the pound has more issues because of the kind of the economic situation in Europe and also Britain, especially in Britain. But also we heard just last night that China has instructed their banks to sell the US dollar against the yuan. Because this is what you're going to see. As this, and we talked about this, we're going to approach a terminal rate in the Federal Reserve. We're going to see the dollar increase. When that happens, it's not what you do in the US that matters, but what do other governments want to do against the dollar? Because they cannot sustain it. This is what we call a non-dollar user's effect on the dollar, right? Like the non-dollar user effect. So when they're affected by their ability to buy commodities, their ability to hold commodities, their ability to get the inventory for manufacturing, what they're going to do is those countries will begin to sell the dollar. And that's why we are seeing a very strong sell pattern on even the monthly chart in the dollar as it approaches a double top, right? So this is the reason why I'm actually excited. I'm excited when I look at the amount of the commodity sell-off that's happened. And I love the commodity space. I think just before I joined in, you were just touching on how to be in real estate in a couple different ways, right? Not in the mainstream, but in a different way. And I'll mention that to you because we just got into real estate. I mean, like we just got a couple more properties just this week, simply because we can see that a lot of normal individuals who would have gotten approved for mortgages are not getting approved. So you're getting properties at a much better price than there was 3 months ago, 6 months ago.
It's starting, isn't it? This real estate market is absolutely turning, and there's going to be some great deals for you.
Yeah. So that's why I think the key thing is not to watch what's going on right now, but to look at how major economies are reacting. For example, the pound coming to parity almost, or the euro going below parity or around there. And then the Australian dollar is at 65 cents to the dollar. I mean, that's crazy. Australia is a commodity-centric country. I'm actually flying to Australia on Sunday, God willing, because of this reason. We love the fact that commodities could be the next major play. And we're going to go look at how has the dollar increasing across the country in commodity-centric economies, how is that going to affect, and how can we help our clients with that, right? Excellent. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at maybe a major double top coming up in the dollar, a lot of it being priced in, right? Like the dollar going up so much in the last 3 months. And then what are the major economies doing in response to that? What they're doing is they're going to sell the dollar with their holdings.
Well, you touched on commodities. I'm a big proponent of getting into commodities now. A lot of them have pulled back a lot. I think there's a great opportunities with certain commodities, base metals, and other types of things. But how does this all relate to gold and silver? You're talking to a bunch of stackers here. You know that, Mukarram, and you're a stacker too. You love physical gold and silver. You're one of those advisors that I absolutely love because you don't look down on it. You actually embrace it. You think it's a phenomenal way to preserve and even increase wealth. So how has the dollar impacted, the strong dollar, I should say, impacted the price of gold and silver?
Yeah, so I think actually it's not when you look at it on the surface, you think that the dollar increasing in value, like the index increasing in value, is causing the drop in prices in precious metals prices. It's really not the dollar.
Not directly, but how about
not directly because bond yields have gone up.
Yep.
Because bond prices have come down. Okay. The bond yield relationship. So this is something I think we can educate the viewers on this. Usually, the way the relationship works is the price of a bond goes up in value as you decrease interest rates, because you want to make people want to buy the bond. So if a Federal Reserve or a central bank wants to reduce interest rates, the price of the bond will go up because the yield of the bond goes down, so when the yield goes down, the price is supposed to go. There's an inverse relationship because it'll attract people to buy more bonds.
Right.
But when you increase interest rates, when you have a Federal Reserve that's bent on increasing interest rates, what happens is the price of the bond goes down as the yield goes up. So when that happens, it's more when you look at the yield going higher, when you look at ETFs and gold futures contracts, they get liquidated because it's better to hold a yield producing instrument than not. It's not because the dollar's gotten stronger. It's just because even like most of your viewers are physical metals buyers, right? Physical metals buyers are loving these prices, even though premiums are crazy in eagles, gold eagles and silver eagles. They haven't come down that much. But what you're noticing is the drop in gold is because of liquidation from funds like ETFs and futures contracts. This is very similar to what happened in 2007,
2008. Yes.
You know, there was a margin-related liquidation, which was the canary in the mine for the stock market. Like every bounce in the stock market, I always try to run away from it because it's a shorting opportunity, right? You don't want to buy it because you don't want to stand in front of that freight train. So you either short it or there's going to be a big drop. This is why I love the metal space right now. And I know everyone I get on the phone, Mukarram, it's dropped like $6 in silver. It's dropped $200 in gold.
Yep.
But I love it because it's following the same pattern it did in 2007, 2008, when margin-related liquidation accelerated the loss of precious metals first, and then the big drop in stocks happened, and then metals went up. Now, if you take into account the geopolitical tensions going on. Now, the Russia-Ukraine situation is getting worse again, right? And then you look at China and Taiwan. If you look at all this and what's going on in Iran, I know you don't want to be away from gold. Don't not own gold, right. Just because the prices come down. Because all assets will come down in price because we're fighting an asset-based inflation. That's the problem. So, a few weeks ago, I was actually just, taking a walk, and I was just, thinking out loud, and I was going, about a decade ago or more, right, when we were trying to fight inflation by raising interest rates, individuals liked it because you could now afford things and affordability was okay. But nowadays, when we raise interest rates, guess what? Gas went up again 2 days ago. So the common person is not getting any help from this raising of interest rates because this time inflation is an asset inflation. Because it's an asset inflation, you're feeling the hardship, right? You're feeling how much it's costing you at the grocery store, or how much it's costing you in a loss in the markets, like retirement accounts, things like that. It's not helping the consumer by raising interest rates. Whereas there are moments or there are times in history where you can raise interest rates and help the consumer. But this time it's not happening.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can understand the Fed's desire to raise rates to battle inflation. And they're trying to talk tough and they're trying to act tough, but it's like spinning in a hurricane. I probably shouldn't use that example right now, but there is a fierce debate right now over whether a pause or even a pivot is on the horizon with the Federal Reserve, which again raised 75 basis points recently. Where I think we're at now between 3 and 3.25 for the federal funds rate. And I'm going to put you on the spot, Mukarram. I want to know from you, do you think that the Fed will pause the rate hikes before the end of this year?
Well, here's the interesting thing. When you look at the labor unemployment report that came out today, it's not giving us any reason why the Fed should pause before the end of the year. Because one of the mandates with the Fed is they want to raise interest rates so they can bring down inflation and thereby dampen the demand for employment. Because right now, for every 2 positions that are open, there are 2 positions open for every 1 American who's unemployed. That's a problem. There's an imbalance in the supply and demand, right? So what they want to do is they want to keep increasing interest rates so that the demand for the employment will go lower. But when you get a rating like today, which was just below 200,000 unemployment, like in terms of the filings for unemployment, it still means that employment is tightening, like unemployment is tightening. And therefore, they have to stay on this hawkish mode. The question is, when you take the fundamentals into account, do they want to see another big drop in the markets before they go into the November cycle or the November election cycle? I know they always say they want to be independent, which, it depends on how you look at that story. I don't think that if you look at data, it makes sense for them to pause. It does look like they want to go around 400 or 475 towards March of next year. But and
Mukarram, they believe that, according to Powell, will constitute positive real interest rates, which is
That
stunning. That means inflation is going to be less than that.
Well, you can see that in mortgage rates, right? Right now, mortgage rates are still lower than real inflation rates, but you're seeing mortgages go down significantly. Like people are not getting approved. Mm-hmm. The housing market is showing the signs of all of the pre-existing fissures because of that, right? Mm-hmm. And that's why I think there's a point here. The important thing is not what the Fed's doing, but what will major economies that don't want a strong dollar will end up doing in their economy. Like I just saw someone in the chat saying, well, Bank of England just started buying bonds, right? And then their finance minister, Kwasi Kwarteng, I think, he came out and he wanted to cut taxes, mostly for the rich, but then increase spending and increase borrowing. So what happened was the pension funds in England started selling off their long dated gilts because they don't want to hold on to something, knowing that if borrowing, if they keep, in other words, printing money, they don't want to hold bonds. So I think the biggest thing is watching, like inflation in Germany printed at 10.9% today, I think. These are the things we want to watch for because the Fed, like I've always said, even since 2005, I always said this, if you strip everything, all the fancy language, like the Fed can only do two things. They can raise or reduce interest rates, and they can print or not print money. That's all they can do, okay? No matter how many fancy words, quantitative easing, quantitative tapering, or, whatever it is. And that's why I feel like I don't think the Fed wants the dollar to get stronger and stronger, because if it gets stronger than where it is now, there's going to be some fundamental, significant shifts in the way how major economies will want to look at weakening the dollar when it comes to them doing business.
All right, so why don't we get technical now, Mukarram? Let's see some charts. You do a phenomenal job of showing gold and silver, and of course I'm gonna push you to give me some price predictions with precious metals. I know you love to do that when I ask, right?
But I give you both sides. Right?
You do. But I would love to see. I mean, did the reaction by gold and silver surprise you?
Which reaction? Which part?
Within the last month, since the last time we talked, went down quite a bit.
Well, silver didn't surprise. Silver actually surprised me on the other side, and I think people may not be watching this. Silver kind of bottomed out. Well, I shouldn't use the word bottomed out, but it based out at around 17 and then suddenly started going higher when everything else was coming down. That was a really interesting, it surprised me.
Even gold.
Not as much, right? I think
no.
silver
What
had
I'm
that
saying,
big 10%
gold.
Move or so.
I'm sorry. Even gold was going down while silver was going up. I noticed that. That's what I'm talking
Exactly.
about.
That surprised me, and that's when I looked and said, "Oh, maybe our way of positioning our IRA clients, where we're doing now more silver than gold because of the price of silver coming down, could be very, very strong when silver breaks 20. Because realistically, that 20 is the resistance. If it can break 20 and close over 20, you'll see a quick run up because it's already done the move from 20 to 30 in less than a month and a half before, right? You saw that last year.
Yeah.
So silver surprised me because of its strength, not because of its weakness. Now, yes, silver did go down below 20, and that wasn't the best thing for to watch happening, but it surprised me, the strength. And it felt like there's a lot of buyers, institutional buyers in that region. Gold, I just knew that if the stock market in the first stage, because I don't think it's has still completely distilled in people's minds that the stock market can drop another 5, maybe 10,000 points if it wants to. Get it? I don't think they get it.
No.
The Fibonacci sequence has not even been completed. And every bounce is being shorted. It's it's a complete bear market. I don't know why people don't want to say it. We've been saying it for almost a year, like, hey, watch out, the bear market's coming, bear market's coming.
You have.
And most of your clients, what we did was, most of your followers that we work with, we were able to get them out of the stock market at a much higher level. So, and I always mentioned that if we get out of the stock market and gold and silver have not gone up yet, don't worry, because this is the first stage. Mm-hmm. You protect your money by getting out of the stock market. And then the second step is, you get the right position. And we call that, position building. You put the positions together, and then when the panic sets in, you'll see the gold and silver market run up, especially when commodities are as oversold as they are right now. So it didn't surprise me, but silver surprised me on the upside.
Interesting. All right. Do you have the ability to share your screen?
Yes, I'm going to.
I'll make sure we can see it. Well, and there will be time for people in the chat to ask Mukarram some questions after we finish this. So hang in there. We got some more giveaways coming up too.
Okay, let me get the screen share going. There you go. All right. Okay, so we are looking at a gold chart. Yankee, you should be able to see this, right?
I can see it.
Yeah.
I'm clipped a
this
little
is a
bit.
daily.
I'm clipped a little bit on the left-hand side, but other than that, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so this is a daily chart.
Yep.
I think one of the things that people should realize is when you've had like a sustained drop, like over the course of the last few months, it's important to look at a weekly or a monthly chart. Okay, that's more important. Simply because we know that everything's oversold, right? But when is the direction change coming? So one of the first things is, I think I would like to look at the dollar first.
Yeah, we'll look at that.
And then once we look at the dollar, we'll look at, so this is the daily chart in the dollar, right? And you can see it's had a massive run up, the dollar index, okay? But when the Bank of England bought those bonds, and then, other central banks beginning to be concerned about the dollar, I mean, they may raise interest rates on their own, and that could be a contagion effect for the speculative stock market. You have to be careful there. But why I'm mentioning this is if you go to a monthly chart, so we hit 114 and change, like you said a couple of days ago. If you go to a monthly chart on the dollar, what you'll notice is we have now hit a significant high. If I have to zoom out a little bit for you to kind of see the timeline, and then let me quickly annotate this. Right here, there you go. So this is the high from 2001, 2002. Okay. And this is what we mentioned that when we saw, so right here, there was a flag in the dollar. This is kind of called a bull flag. And then when we saw this break right here, this is a channel over there, right? So let's say if we draw a box right in here, this is the channel. Now, when we saw the break and the close over this channel, like this bar was the monthly bar. So this is a monthly chart. That means for the entire month, it traded over that channel and it closed over it. We knew this is going to get parabolic and then start running up, especially when you have the Fed raising interest rates, reducing their balance sheet. We can see that happening. Now, when you go back now, a 20-year high, as you're approaching a 20-year high, it'll be very interesting to see, will we create what we call a lower high on a big, massive time frame? Meaning, is this the high, or will it go to 118, or will it go almost to 120 and then cause a high there? Because that double top will be very, very important because we're extremely overbought on a monthly chart. So Yankee, this is a very important thing for all of the viewers to understand. If you're completely overbought on a monthly chart, that's the most data-centric, long-dated chart, right? And that gives you the biggest directional speculation. Where is this going next? Even if they increase interest rates, it might be completely overbought and all priced in that it can go up significantly, right? So this is why we're monitoring this level. We know it'll go parabolic from here. Then monitoring, do you kind of trade up and down over here for the next month or two and create a lower high and then break the previous month's low? Because if you go back and look at the 2001, 2002, and I know it's a little small over here, but this double top had a pivot. And when you broke that pivot after this double top here, that's when you had almost a 20 to 30% drop in the dollar, right? This is why when you look at an Elliott wave sequence, if you expand it, it feels like the dollar has now done its entire Elliott wave sequence for the 2002 run. And we just have to observe how it's performing there. So what we do in order to get a little bit more confirmation on our thinking and how we feel about this, we go to a weekly chart. And then when we go to a weekly chart, it'll kind of let you know, is it beginning? And then you can see that at the end of this week, because this is the first week that you're seeing right at that level, in that 114 area, there's a lot of feelings of uncomfort, like people are uncomfortable, like the governments are uncomfortable about the dollar being so strong.
Right.
And now we want to see, will this create like a sell signal candle on a weekly? And then if that were the case, the first drop should be at this area where the channel breakout was. So from 111 to 104 is just a corrective drop. If that were to happen, you could see gold go up about $100. You could see silver go up like $3-4, right? Just on that drop. Now, after that, does it consolidate and break the channel because everyone's selling the dollar? Or does it want to turn around and keep going higher? That's something that I think time will tell. But this is why I like commodities where they are. And this is why we're out of our short oil position.
Oh, you're out?
Completely out as of a few days. And now we're long gold and long silver in futures contracts. And it's not been easy to hold it the last week. It's just been swinging and doing crazy things. But you have to be zen and you have to lean into that volatility, lean into all of these geopolitical tensions, because within that process of leaning in, you'll see it very clearly what's coming next. And I'm a big proponent as a trader. It's not what's happening now, it's what's going to happen next that you have to prepare for, right? I don't live in the future, because I always preach this to my kids as well. I say, hey, we got to live in the present moment, but you can prepare for the future, right? And that's what this is right now, getting ready for these big trades that could happen. So
how are you evaluating? Well, you can go to gold and then show us silver really quick, and then I do want you to really bring it down for the stackers that are watching here, especially those with IRAs, but even those that don't have one. What are you advising your clients right now to be doing with physical gold and silver? So you can do that as part of their chart analysis if you want.
Yeah, so this is the gold chart, right? So this is a weekly chart. We'll get to the weekly quick, but I got a sense of why we wanted to be in gold, and is when you look at the daily chart. We saw a very interesting, like big run up a couple days ago, even before the Bank of England buying of the bonds, which I liked it because there was no real fundamental reason for gold to be up that night, especially on London time, like midnight Pacific Standard and beyond. But gold had a big, what we call a positive engulfing candle. So if we just make this bigger right here, you'll see right there, we had kind of a sell signal. This is called an inverted hammer, a buy signal. And then we had a left-right, punch where we had a strong positive engulfing candle. Now we're not out of the woods, okay? Mm-hmm. I would like to see this trend line being broken with these descending tops, where you look at the top here at about 1820, then there's a top around 1745, and then this top. Once we clear that, we'll have that first hurdle cleared because it'll be a trend line break. Right. So medium-term trend line break. For that, I think this dollar weakness, this temporary dollar weakness will cause that. Then you're seeing a lot of fundamental events. Like I think a couple shows ago, you and I spoke about Russia and Ukraine. And you asked me, Mukarram, do you think this Russia-Ukraine conflict, the longer it goes, do you think it's going to affect gold? And I said, no, I don't think. The longer the crisis goes, it's not going to affect gold. It's not going to make gold go up because it just becomes priced in. And then everyone just moves on to something else. But here's what's interesting. When the conflict takes a new turn, or gets deeper and kind of more black swanish with what's going on with, a mock draft that's kind of going on in Russia, right? They're calling it a mobilization, but it really is a draft. If you look at it and people trying to escape, and the fact that they want to maybe use nuclear weapons. I don't know if any of this will happen, but conflicts like what you saw between Russia and Ukraine, the longer they go, when they don't change fundamentally, it's not going to affect anything. But when you see something fundamentally change, going into a seasonality that you want to watch. Gold seasonally goes up, not saying that because of that price is going to go up every time, but it goes up towards the end of the year and then into spring. Plus, we're talking about maybe a significant, like a climate crisis, not a climate crisis, sorry, a natural gas and an energy crisis.
Oh,
in
energy,
Europe.
yes, for Europe
Energy
especially,
crisis.
right?
Sorry,
yes.
sorry, I said climate, but energy crisis. If
It's
we
okay,
see
you can say climate. I'll forgive you.
but if we see that, I think that's when you get that perfect storm, right? Geopolitical reasons, technicals completely oversold.
Right.
Dollar has gone to a 20-year high. This is where you want to be. If you have liquidity, you want to get into things when things look ugly, right? You don't want to be in the stock market because it can get uglier. But here, this is a great buying opportunity for me. And then that's why when I look at the weekly, I also see something on gold where it's hitting kind of the lower end and has just broken through the 200-week moving average, which I want to see it get over it. If it gets over the 200-week moving average, then it'll feel like there's less selling pressure there, right? And then on the monthlies, when you look at the gold chart, you can see that it's still inside of that big, massive flag pattern that was formed after COVID, like going into COVID. And what's interesting is there was not even COVID in 2019, right? And then you saw gold break out of a trend line. And you can see how I've drawn this trend line with these kind of descending tops. That's what I meant by in the daily chart. When you break it, you'll see it go up, then come back and test it. It'll back test the trend line and then break up. But this is on a monthly. Monthly means longest term chart. We went and broke the record high about a year ago, right? Or a year and a half ago. Now it's consolidating. It's had some fundamental pressures. If it can get rid of this area and then start moving higher, you're looking at a very, very strong market.
All right, show us silver. And before you do, or while you do, I want to make you aware of something. For some reason, I think I'm using Zoom for this meeting, and we've done that many, many months, haven't we? Right? I think they changed their their free Zoom for 2 participants policy, and now it's asking me to upgrade, or I'm gonna see this thing end in 5 minutes with you. So if we do end, I'll restart the meeting, and you can jump back in. Okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry. This is the first time we've done it in a month, and this is the first time I've seen this.
Okay. No, yeah, so I'm seeing a ticker now there, right? It's 4 minutes and 43 seconds.
Got it,
okay.
Man. All right.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's look at silver.
Silver, constructively, I really want silver to close over $20. And what I mean by that is I'm not speaking to the physical precious metals buyers. Hey, accumulate as much as you can in this price range. But for you to see a sustained movement in silver, where every time you look at the computer or a few days at a time and you see silver going higher, you want it to close over 20. When it closes over 20, silver can go percentage-wise, it can go to 30 very quickly. The other key number for silver is closing over 30. It hasn't been able to do that. If we close over 30, I think it's going to attempt a record high, just like gold. This is why I love silver. I want to get as much silver as possible with the right coins. I know, we can try to maybe avoid the Eagles if the premiums are higher, maybe
definitely.
go with Britannias, things like that. Because it's still 1 ounce. And then when the spot price goes up, the coin premiums will go up significantly. This is why I'm saying, like, if you're in an IRA, if you're in a 401k, or a previous 401k, especially with 401ks, remember we have some qualifying things, like you have to be over 59 and a half, or it has to be a previous 401k. If it's an IRA, there's no age limits, anything. You can get out of the stock market, protect yourself before another big leg down, and then go into gold and silver when prices have come down pretty much artificially. There's no reason for them to come down because a lot of tension is out there, a lot of geopolitical tension. The safe haven concept is out there. It's only come down because of bond yields going higher. That's all, right? So you accumulate that position. So you're doing a very interesting kind of position building. Then you sit on it. When the next leg in the stock market happens, that's where panic's going to happen. Panic's going to come in, right? A lot of people still are very easygoing when they look at the stock market and it's down 600 points.
I don't know if that's the case in the people watching right now, but it's tough to see. I think there's a lot more potential downside, and I think there's a lot more risk, especially if the Fed keeps their policy and holds tight to it. I think we're going to see markets crumble. So this could be a real interesting time now and into 2023. And so wrap it up here with me before we do the Q&A, Mukarram. How are you instructing your clients with regard to their IRAs and what to do with silver and gold? What are you telling them?
First step, I don't think of the, like, how much money can you make or how much silver can I get? So I look at what's the first step is protect your net worth, protect your retirement assets, which is if it's 90% or more that is in the stock market, you need to get out of the stock market because it hasn't dropped as much as it could drop, right? Especially because it's gone up for 13 years in a row. After that, it's a very simple process. We set up a self-directed IRA for you with one of the biggest custodians in the country. Then you can do a lateral transfer of your funds in there, no taxes, no penalties, because you're going from a retirement account into a retirement account. And then you can buy pure physical gold and silver, not paper, but gold and silver, like gold eagles or Britannias or Australian kangaroos. The same thing with silver. And then you can put those coins within the realm of an IRA at the Delaware Depository. And I know people have questions about the depository, but then you hold on to them. And if you can, if you look at the cycle, a 2 to 3 year cycle, you would have accomplished two things. One, you would have protected your net worth from getting either halved or maybe 1/3 taken off, right? 1/3 or half taken off. And then you have an asset that can go up significantly in value as panic sets in and a lot of geopolitical tensions rise. That's what we're preparing for individuals in the precious metal side. And also, I like crypto because crypto has been sold off 80%. So I love crypto as well.
Yeah,
anything
you do.
That's sold off, people run away from, I like.
So, I think we're going to be losing you in a minute. Why don't you join back on for the Q&A? How's that sound?
All right, perfect.
All right, thanks. All righty. Let's switch back. All right. We'll make sure that I get him back on because I know some of you have some questions for him. I've seen the questions popping up. What? Depository? No chance. I want them on my hand. Well, of course, Bobby Crush. I do too. That's why I'm a stacker. Do you have an IRA? You can't have it in your hands. You can't. Do you have a 401k? Can't do it. So think from a retirement standpoint, what's the next best thing? It really is to have it in metals, even if you can't take possession of it right away. Later on you can, that's fine. Now, if you've got spare cash or whatever, yeah, obviously, buy this and put it in your own vault. Okay, that's what I have. I have almost all of my precious metals. Actually, I take that back. I have all my physical precious metals right now in my possession. Am I against having some in my IRA? No, I'm actually doing a few things, different asset classes. So definitely understand the difference there. Understand what I'm talking about. Let's bring this up again. Let's see if it works. I can't believe they started to do that again. Man, it was free. Zoom, what are you doing, man? All right, hopefully Mukarram can jump back on. There he is. All right, so I guess we got another half hour. Wow. I guess that's inflation, Mukarram. That's a sign right there. Either that or the pandemic is over, and that's why they are charging for Zoom. You and I are going to have to talk about how to do charts and stuff in the future.
I have a private link I can give you where we can
Maybe that's it. We'll use that in the future. All right,
Yeah.
so why don't we have some Q&A right now in the chat? Some people are still trying to figure out this whole IRA thing, but let's see. If you have questions for Mukarram, please put them in all caps. There we go, just like Lewis, my man, Yankee. Mukarram.
I love it, Ray.
What is happening in the markets? Do I keep it as is or move to something else? Well, Lewis, I don't know if you were on earlier, but Mukarram, do you want to give him a really short answer to that one?
Yeah, I think, the decision to do something, this is very important. And I actually have a philosophy when it comes to investing. We call it decision exhaustion. Okay. And what that is if there's a lot of decisions you have to make and if you're making those decisions after the major move has happened, it's better to stay put, right? So right now, the major move down has not happened yet. I mean, I think the high was 38,000 in Dow, where we were just below 30,000 this week, right? So a lot more. The market can drop a lot more if the fundamentals continue to go the way they are. I mean, we just had another revision of the GDP that said that we're essentially in a recession. I remember last time when you asked me, Mukarram, are we in a recession?
Yeah.
I said, definitely. And there was a lot of gurus out there, right, saying, no, we're not in a recession.
Right.
But you can see it from the numbers. We're in a recession.
Mm-hmm.
Just people don't want to say it. It's like a bad word, right? But we're in a recession. We're in a bear market. If you are fortunate enough to make the decisions, and if you're proactive enough to make it before the major drop happens, then do it.
Okay.
But if you haven't done it after the major drop happens, then you have to stay put.
So there's still time. I'm looking at $1 million Meg, and I feel for you, Meg. I have no retirement. What and where do I start? I'm not a spring chicken either.
It depends on your liquidity, right? I mean, don't think that you have nothing that you can do. You can start somewhere. And the most important thing is just look at your liquidity. What's your liquidity?
Do you help people with that, Mukarram? Do you?
Yeah, because we also help people with cash conversion into metals, right?
Okay. Yep.
Or if you want to invest in some other alternative asset, do you want to do some real estate, or do you want to go into an LLC that's doing some real estate so you can grow your wealth that way? But you have to have some liquidity.
Yep.
But based on your liquidity, if your liquidity is not high, then you can start off with silver.
That's true.
If your liquidity is, average, you can do a mixture of gold and silver. So there's never a point where it doesn't mean you can never do anything. Please reach out to us. Maybe we can help you.
All right.
Okay?
I got a question from Ray Barr, and he's a mod, and I have to answer. I have to ask it because he's Ray Barr. What is the best options strategy to run right now? I am doing call credit spreads. Yeah, call credit spreads.
Well, usually buying options is not the best way to go, because most of the time you'll lose that premium that you paid and your option will expire worthless, right? But nowadays, what I'm seeing is if you can get options, if you're buying them in certain micro caps, if you get them because they've been sold off so much, it almost feels like the powers that be want everything to go to zero.
They do,
right?
They're trying to crash the economy.
I mean, there's companies that were at $80 that are at like $2 now. There are companies that are at $350 that are at like $40, right? So there is one strategy where you can buy options that are at a certain time for a certain time duration, and then suddenly you get these spikes. And when you get the spike, sell it. Do not hold on to your options. The other thing is you can. Whenever you see the bear market bounces, which you will see them, right? Because usually what I've noticed in bear markets, the bouncers tend to be very aggressive. It kind of fools people. They think, it's market's bottom and it wants to go up. But when that happens, you can buy puts in certain extremely overvalued stocks, and you'll make a lot of money. So that would help.
You said some companies are worth $2. There's a lot of companies that should be worth $0. There's a lot of zombie companies that took advantage of the 12 years of ZIRP and zero interest rate policy and basically should not be in existence. We're going to see a great washing out of companies. You're going to see them go bankrupt.
Which is what's happening. And I think that's required because you have PE ratios like 50 times, 100 times, right? That's crazy. The problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. What's that boombox picture behind you?
That's when we're all on the moon, when we get all this right.
To the moon, baby.
To the moon we go. As long as we take care of ourselves, our philosophy is about getting financially independent. We don't want to overload ourselves with debt, and obviously make decisions about wealth building rather than speculating. That's what will get you there.
All right. Let's see. William PMCD. Please comment on silver and gold rounds. Yeah, I mean, you do like government minted sovereign silver and gold. I know that. The premiums have been a killer, but you look at it in terms of its resale as well, right? So some of that premium gets brought back once you go to sell it. But what about the rounds? What about just plain old silver rounds, as low a premium as possible? What's your opinion on them?
When we invest in physical metals, we want to go with the government minted coins, especially the sovereigns. We don't want to go with any collectible coins, or we don't want to go with proof gold or proof silver. All that's nonsense because you're just paying too much of a premium for it, right? But I like the government minted sovereigns simply because they have a significant advantage when you think of doing the distributions down the road. Like if you ever want to take metals out of your IRA, the government coins, they get taxed at a certain amount, but when they come out after that, they don't have 1099 requirements, right? So because you've already paid the taxes on them when you get it out. So how you manage that is up to you, but they don't have reporting requirements. So that's a beautiful thing.
Again, you're thinking from an IRA, an investment account, retirement account. You're thinking a lot on those lines.
I'm also thinking in the cash sense as well. Okay. Because if you have cash in the bank and you want to change it into a silver coin, I'd rather go with a coin that gives you more savings on your taxes or overall rather than a coin that may not, right? And the other thing is I like the sovereigns because it's so easy to get out of them. Like, for example, let's say you buy $1 million of gold, silver from us, like even if it's a cash purchase and we deliver it to you or whatever amount, whether it's 10,000, 100,000, one day we'll be there to buy it back from you as well, God willing, right? Yeah. We're there for both sides of the transaction. But when we buy it back, we're going to give you whatever the highest like premium we're getting for that coin to you. There's no liquidation fees. Whereas when it comes to rounds, sometimes, you get hit if there's a massive liquidation. And I saw this when silver went from $20 to 49.5 almost in 2008 to 11, right?
Yeah.
Suddenly, when the market dropped like $3 or $4 in a day or $6 in a week, the premium just got crushed in certain types of coins. But the sovereigns maintained, not saying that they didn't drop, but you still got a great profit because their spread stayed intact.
Okay, I'm going to give you my answer. As a prepper stacker, I do like rounds. I think they're awesome. I prefer the sovereign, silver and gold, definitely, but with the premiums now and me not wanting to sell my physical silver and gold like ever, Mukarram, I like rounds as a possibility. I also like just junk. Constitutional silver as well. Why are you stacking though? What is the goal there? So anyway, go ahead.
As a prepper, exactly. Yes. I think when you said that, then things change because then you don't want to buy sovereigns. You don't have to pay the high premium. So
right.
And here's where I come in, and I know I'm a little different to that because I love physical metals, and I think I saw a question there. Hey, do you just talk about it or do it? I own physical metals. I love it. I love the feeling of holding metals. I believe in the aspect of saving your wealth in physical metals.
Well, you've also brought your stack.
And I brought
it in. Those were beautiful examples that you brought in before. You didn't bring any today, did you?
Yeah, no, I didn't. But that's why I wanted to mention to people saying, I have my own physical metal, so I'm not just here saying, oh, I love metals and things like that. But going back to the this would be my approach. Okay. Even if you're a prepper, but you're not an all-out prepper, it's okay to have a portion in something that you can get out of if it increases in value, and then have a portion that you want to hold on as a legacy forever.
So basically, it's whether or not you have a bunker in your backyard, right? Which I don't, not yet. Not yet. No. Okay, what about the Fed and state pensions? You said Yankee.
What's the question?
I don't know. What about Fed and state pensions? Are they in trouble? Is the pension system in deep trouble? For
the pension? Well, I don't think so because it depends on what they're investing in. But if most pensions funds, like for example, if you look at it, they like to have longer dated bonds, and of course they invest in other things, but right now they're not in trouble because bond yields are going higher and it makes a lot of sense for them to hold on to them. But you're seeing the opposite happen in other countries where they're buying bonds or, bond yields going lower because they don't want interest rate. Like, for example, in England, that's what happened, right? A lot of these hedge funds and pension funds are selling off their long dated bonds. So they may be in trouble, but I don't think here we're in trouble yet.
Judith and Dan Davis, man, I have around 100,000 in paper gold. How to get it into physical at a depository? Interesting.
Well, it depends on what type of paper gold. Do they have miners? Do they have ETFs like GLD?
Probably. I'm guessing ETFs. Yes.
Yeah. So if it is, you have to understand that, I think everyone knows this. Like it's not the same owning the 100,000 in GLDs or like an ETF for gold versus having the actual coin. Also, you get much better performance if you hold it longer with the coin, especially because you saw this happen with the whole premiums going bonkers, right? After the whole like supply constraint issues and everything there. So I think holding the physical metal, if you like physical metal, is the best way to go. And the way you do that is it's very simple. You have to make a decision saying, hey, I want to liquidate this, and then I want to convert that into a physical coin. And the way that happens is you sell the paper metals, and then you withdraw that money, and then you convert that into physical metals, whether it's coins or different denominations of coins. And then we can do that for you. The other question is, without understanding completely where is that paper metal, is it in an IRA? Is it outside of an IRA? I can't tell you, exactly how to do it. But if you want to reach out to me, then we can understand like how you've done that. And then from there, we can give you the best way to succeed from there.
Yeah, I definitely highly recommend you reach out to Mukarram. He is very patient, explains things very well. It's very generous with his time. His info is in the description of this live stream. It's also been scrolling around, I think, in the chat. Please reach out to him. If you have any questions, so you can always email me about it too. But Silver Smith has been really pounding this question in there. And I'd like a crack at it before I give it to Mukarram. But he says, everything I studied about inflation and precious metals have not come true at all. Why? I would say a couple things to that really quickly.
Okay, perfect.
One, it actually has historically shown itself to be true. Now, where it really shows itself is in real interest rates. There is an inverse correlation with real interest rates. You will see it with gold especially. You will also see inflation and the way gold is reacting in other currencies. I mentioned this at the top of the live stream. You're going to see this in the in Europe especially. It is an inflation hedge in other currencies. It's been proving that. And the other thing is, this is, again, my stacking philosophy as a prepper stacker. I think that you will see gold and silver perform stellarly in ways that has never been seen before in modern times when the reset occurs, when we have a collapse of the fiat dollar system, when a CBDC is rolled out and is fully implemented, and when we go through a SHTF scenario and bad things happen to the fiat dollar. In that case, when we have that scenario, you really are going to see gold preserve your buying power and silver potentially become a barter material. So that is, again, as a prepper stacker, I see this more as insurance and not as a traditional investment. I see it as preserving your wealth, not necessarily growing it. Now, I know Mukarram also sees many different ways to build your wealth too with precious metals. And I know he's not a prepper stacker as much as I am, but he can answer as to why he thinks that the inflation precious metals debate is not necessarily untrue. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand the frustration behind that question.
Oh yeah, I can too.
Because a lot of individuals have been buying metals because they want to cushion themselves against inflation,
right?
And expecting gold to go higher as inflation continues to go higher, right?
Right.
But I think it depends. Like when you look at it, you have to look at the times we're in, right? And this is my opinion. When you look at gold and when you look at inflation nowadays, inflation, like I said just maybe 15, 20 minutes ago, this time inflation is an asset-based inflation. Because it's an asset-based inflation, you're going to get certain assets that come down in price because of the actions that get taken to curb inflation. The other thing is, if you go back even 20 years, you never had cryptocurrency at that time.
Nope.
You didn't have Bitcoin.
Nope.
Okay. Now I know Bitcoin's a dirty word sometimes in this setting, right?
Yep.
Or with individuals who love metals, but Bitcoin is something that is viewed as an inflation hedge among a significant group of people, and that was not there before 2000, like that big run in 2016, 2000. Yes, it was there since 2009, but it really didn't take form, right? Or take shape until that big run from 4,000 to 19 and a half, or 2,000 to 19 and a half thousand. And then after the drop, and then the run to 50,000. So that's also taken the place of an asset that can perform well in inflation. But look at Bitcoin; it's still down for the year, right? From 60,000 to 80,000 or so, 18,000 or so. And that would be the case. But be patient, because just like Yankee said, and even if you've looked at our 2007, 2008 charts, when gold went up 220%, silver went up 400%, you saw that after that first drop with everything, then gold and silver turn around and go up significantly while the others come down.
I got to show it. This is very important for people to see. During that 2008, there was a 25% drop in gold during that recession, during that crisis. Look at that, 25%, right? It functioned in a way that it was meant to. It was the liquidity of gold especially, but also silver. Silver went down like 50%. The liquidity, like you said, Mukarram, was used to be able to hit margin calls and to be able to, satisfy the needs of people who needed it right then and there. But look what happened after that. It was response by the Fed, which I still believe is coming again, that took off. Silver did this very similar thing.
Yeah. And I saw, I think, a follow-up. Judith had a follow-up. I think her paper metals are in an IRA. Oh, that means it's even easier to help you switch that into physical metals by moving the IRA into what's called a self-directed IRA, and then purchasing the physical metals inside of that for you. So please give us a call if you want help with that, Judith.
Yeah, let me show you the silver just really quick here, so you understand. Same time frame, 50% drop, $20 to $10 roughly. So I mean that is, and then look what happened. So really have a long-term mindset here, and don't be dissuaded, okay, by the actions of silver and gold at this point. It is really not that surprising that it's happening like this.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Any other great questions? I see a lot of Dorothy questions with ruby slippers. I don't know what that's about, but we'll move on. I love it.
How do you choose? Oh, did you already answer Grandma Lisa's?
What's the question?
How do you choose a depository for self-directed IRA?
Oh, very simple. You choose the best. You don't go with anything else other than the best, okay?
Yeah.
That's a philosophy that I always have. Even with the custodians, we always want to work with the best custodians that have assets under custody. For example, we work with two custodians for our precious metals IRAs. One Strata Trust and the other is Equity Trust. One has almost 4 billion of assets under custody with a B, and Equity Trust has 30 billion of assets under custody. That's who I want to work with. I don't want to work with anybody else. Okay. Same thing when it comes to depository. I mean, there's different ones out there, right? But we go with the Delaware depository because of a few reasons.
Yeah.
Number one, the metals that they keep at the depository are not on their ledger balance. They're not part of their financials. Therefore, you will never have a default risk on your metals.
Oh,
ever.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay? They're not.
They don't put the metals that are in their storage as part of their financials. And because of that, there's no default risk. The second thing is they have absolutely no government affiliations. Zero. Okay. The third reason is Delaware Depository is one of the depositories of choice, actually the main depository of choice for the Chicago Mercantile Exchange when they back the silver and gold futures contracts metals.
That's where they put it.
Yeah, when a gold futures contract has 100 ounces of gold for every futures contract. For a silver, there's 5,000 of silver. Where does the metal go? At the Delaware Depository.
Well, that's without hypothecation and a bunch of other screwy stuff going on with backing these futures contracts.
I don't still have to back the metals.
Yeah.
I get you. That metal stays there, and then they're completely insured by Lloyd's of London.
Nope, I get it. Yeah. It's one of those things, and I understand when the stackers are commenting, "Are you kidding me? I'm not letting anybody hold my metals. No one's taking it out of my cold dead hands." It's like we all have our own vaults. We all want it on our own. We want to hide it. Shoot, some people dig holes in the ground and bury it. So I get that. Believe me, we're all in the same boat with that mindset. I'm just thinking that there are some that are still investing in the markets and still are locked in with their IRAs or 401ks or whatever it is, and they need another option. And they don't know what they're doing. Precious metals, even in a depository, is better than nothing. I'll tell you that much. And I agree with you. Delaware is the best.
And also, it does not mean that you can't take the metals out of the depository.
Oh,
this is the confusion that a lot of people have.
You can
when
take ownership. Yep.
Yeah, once we move, so I mean, there's some steps to it, right? Like we set up a self-directed IRA, and we do this according to a protocol simply because we want to follow all of the protocols so you don't have any taxes or penalties. So if you ever want to move an IRA or a previous 401k, or if you're 59 and a half and older and you have an existing 401k, here's how we do it. We set up a self-directed IRA account for you first with those two one of those custodians that I just spoke to you about. After we set that account, then once you liquidate your funds, we can do a transfer request of your funds into that self-directed IRA. Now, because your funds go from an existing qualified plan, which is an IRA or a 401k, into another IRA, there's no taxes or penalties.
Right.
Once you get there, we then move the metals into the Delaware depository under the name of your IRA. Again, it doesn't go outside that realm, right? So it's still within the realm of an IRA.
Exactly.
Now, once the metals go through the quality control check, and sometimes it takes a little longer if it's a larger quantity of metals, but once all that's done, the next day, you can call me and say, Mukarram, I want all my metals sent to my house. We can do it.
Okay.
There's no worries.
And full disclosure, Equity Trust Company has been my custodian for over 15 years. Absolutely love them. Absolutely. Did you not know that, Mukarram?
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's my self-directed IRA.
Hey, we're transparent here, right? We didn't know that.
I just realized I had not told you that, but yeah, I've used them for a long time. Love them. All right. I think there's... Well, I'm going to answer this one, John Norman Johnson. How much cash should you have in your private bank for SHTF purposes? So I'm going to tell you right now, get your savings out of the public bank. If you have to be in one, go with a credit union. If you can't, get it out. Get the savings. Leave what you need in there for your day-to-day needs, paying of the bills, whatever. But I'll tell you, and this Mukarram doesn't have to agree with me here, but you need to have your own private bank. You really do. And if things go really, really south, you may not be able to get your deposits. There's a lot of issues that could happen with bank holidays and other things that I really need to be prepared for that. So it's slightly more difficult now than it was maybe a year or two ago to do this in terms of interest rates. You know, we were getting nothing, right? Years ago, it was just peanuts, just not worth it. And so you're not losing anything by having it in your own possession. Now, yeah, you can make a little bit, and there are other options. There's I-bonds, there's, you know, you can get a CD. There are ways you can make a very small, but you know what? You're not keeping up with inflation. That's the problem. I-bonds, yeah, you are. But, I mean, you can only do 10 grand on that one per person. But, I mean, the other aspects, the other ways of just holding savings, it really isn't worth it, in my opinion. Now, again, Mukarram
also, do you want to have that much money just sitting in the bank?
I know, right? You want to make it work for you too, right?
Yeah, exactly, when you want to work for it. So I've always said this, like, there are different individuals. Like, sometimes I meet individuals who say to me, and this is a psychological thing. They say, Mukarram, if I don't see this much money in my bank account, it really gets me. Like, I get worried and frustrated. And so when I work with clients, we also work with their like psychology when it comes to money. Because just because you have 100,000 sitting in the bank doesn't mean that you're fine. You know, some people feel that they have that number in their mind that if this is in my savings account or if this is in my, then it's okay. I think, Grant Cardone, I don't know if anyone of you follow, he's also great when it comes to certain like motivational things and stuff that he does. He used to say something. He always likes to be broke, but not poor, right? Be broke, but don't be poor. And what he means by that is if you have a significant amount of money just sitting somewhere, put that money to work so you're always broke, thinking that you have to, continuously up your game, right?
Although you would admit, though, if you don't know what to do with it, cash is king right now. Cash is not a bad thing to have temporarily. Better than
cash flow is king.
Well, cash flow is king. Good point.
Yeah,
good point.
But
cash is better in some cases than riding this market. This goes all the way back to David D, who called in right at the very beginning when you joined, and he was like, I got 100 grand. What do I do with it? I highly recommend you reach out to Mukarram and talk to him about it. I see a question in here about annual fees. Talk to Mukarram about that as well. And Stack All Day says, Mukarram, best thing to do with $10,000 other than metals. Well, I will give you a few seconds to talk about that, Mukarram, and then I will say to Stack All Day, you got to reach out to Mukarram.
And I have to kind of support my answer when I say that, even though I'm going to get a lot of messages coming at this.
Go ahead.
Here's what it is, okay? Guys and girls, everyone, okay, just listen. If something has come down 80% in value, okay, from where it was, I'm buying lots of it, okay? I don't care. I'm just going to buy it. And I know people will have a philosophy about it, but if you have 10 grand and you don't want metals because you've already bought metals or you're not into metals,
they're not on this live stream.
Metals is such a beautiful thing. You have to be into metals. Okay, metals is a beautiful thing. But if you don't want that, real estate, you can't really do with 10 grand, right? You can't do anything with 10 grand.
It's hard.
Not even if you go across the country in places where prices haven't gone up, you're going to find it difficult to do it, unless you go in with a group in an LLC or something.
The lowest I was able to get in on private mortgage lending, which isn't actually buying it directly, was 60 grand. That was the minimum.
So 10 grand is not going to get you there.
Yeah.
So what I would say is find a low volume or low circulation cryptocurrency, because that's the one, especially if it's layer 1 or layer 2, meaning it's going to be in the decentralized space, it's going to have use cases going forward. That 10 grand is then put in an asset that has protections against inflation if you choose the right asset, and we can help you with that. And also, because that amount is much smaller than what most investments need, but cryptocurrency has the ability, when it grows, to increase the value of that amount. Once you get it to a certain amount, like this is what I would do. If you can get that 10 to 20 or 30 over time, then you look at real estate, right? Or if you already have metals. So that's how I would look at it.
All right, this is where I have to put.
But I had to do it.
I know you had to, didn't you? This is where I put my disclaimer. The views expressed are not necessarily. We agree on so much, Mukarram, you and I. Crypto, that's going to always be out of my wheelhouse. Okay, man. You know that. But yet I'm sure there are people in the chat who are still interested in getting in on that to some degree. And if you are, then yeah, you can talk to Mukarram about that too. But I am interested in this real estate or I'm sorry, your commodities thing. Actually, both the commodities and the real estate stuff that you have going for your clients too, right? There's some that you're doing with both of those. I mean,
just recently, we just got a place in Boca Raton, Florida, and this is how we noticed that people are not getting approved for their mortgages. And this was actually a property that we bid on, and we, kind of did not want to increase the price about a few months ago, right? We just didn't want to increase our offer. We were like, nope, we don't need it because we have a math equation. If it falls within that, we'll buy it. Then the individual who was under contract for the property did not get it approved. So then it went back on, and we were able to get it $80,000 less than what it was at, and we just finished up, and then we'll do the reconstruction on it. And the way we do it is sometimes clients can get in on an LLC with us, and then they can invest into a property. They can either invest into the construction part of it, or they can invest into the down payment part of it. It's up to them how they want to do that, because we just help them get the property, and we take care of everything for it, right? So they can reach out to us on that. Yes. But commodities, like physical commodities, love it right now because they're so oversold.
Mukarram, thanks so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it.
I took too much of your time today.
All right. No, I know. We had a lot of fun.
That was the theme.
Just keep the crypto out of my channel. No, I'm kidding.
I will.
Thanks a lot. And again, I cannot tell you more strongly, you have to talk to Mukarram. Please at least give him a call. Set something up with your incredible assistant. Nicole's awesome. So, yeah, definitely reach out. All the info is in the description. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed weekend, and then hopefully we'll see you again. Okay?
Take care.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun for me. I love having him on. I learned so much, and I don't always agree with him, but I'm telling you, I'd say 90% of the time he is spot on, and he knows the markets really well. So anyways, where are we at? I think we got to do a couple more things. Number one, I think I need to open the call line really quick. I'm going to do that now, and you can call in. We're going to give away more silver. We have to do that. I think one of the giveaways has to be this entire roll of rosies. It's unopened. They're all silver rosies. That's going to be later. We have to do that. That's going to be a giveaway. But I also think we should give away a $50, maybe some standing liberties. Yeah, let's do that. And then maybe some loose dimes. So we've got some more to give away. Let me open the call line. There we go. Call line is now open. Hopefully you have the number handy. Hello, you're on with Yankee.
Oh my God! Awesome. How you doing, Yankee?
I'm doing great. Who is this?
This is Garbage Man Mike.
Garbage Man Mike. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, by any chance, is it our anniversary?
No, it's not my anniversary. Is it yours? You said the magic word, dude. One of the 3 early bird words. What interests you? How about you choose Washington quarter or a standing Liberty quarter? I think I got a Washington in here somewhere.
Standing Liberty.
You want a standing Liberty? I think this one looks okay. Yeah, we'll get you a standing Liberty, man. And if I find here we go. Standing Liberty. Love the design. I'll send that out to you right now, man. All right?
Awesome.
Just email me your mailing address. We'll get it out.
Will do. Yeah, what I was really interested in was learning more about actually switching my 401k to something a little more solid than.
Yeah.
Because I lost about 23% in the last year.
You're not alone. That's part of me is like if you've already gotten hit, maybe you weather the storm, shift it around a little bit into value assets or something in your 401k. There's stuff you can do within it. But if we lose another 25%, there's a lot of downside risk. So I hear you. So are you looking to, change it completely or what? What are your thoughts?
I just want to find out what my options are, really, because right now, because I'm still, he was mentioning, around 59 is a better time to really do it because of tax purposes.
Very true. Very true.
I'm
yes.
only 36, so
okay.
I still got a little bit of ways to go.
Yeah, you do. You do have some time, a good time horizon there. You could give Mukarram a shout, ask him what to do with your retirement account, and get it can't hurt to at least have some more input specifically to your situation. And also, I do coaching myself. I'm not a professional financial advisor, but I do have the Yankee Cannon membership. Love to meet with you or anybody in the chat right now. If you join, we can set up some time to talk a little bit more about your financial situation. But hey, hang in there, buddy. I mean, the 401k is it's tough. Right now, I'm funding a 401k. I am. But you know why I'm doing it? I'm doing it for tax purposes only, and the match, I should say. Tax purposes and the match. It is now in cash. It's not invested in the market.
Yeah, the match is the best thing because my company matches 6%.
That's a high percentage. So yes, but what you have it in is the question, right?
Yeah, the only good thing is I think 20% of the 401k that I have is actually it goes into my company's actual stock. So. Oh,
okay. Yeah, so you're investing in your company, whether you like it or not, right?
Yeah, okay. Which is, I'm in the trash business, and trash will never die.
We'll always need someone to take care of the trash. I agree with you. And thank you for doing that.
All right. No problem. I'm so excited that I actually got through.
I'm glad you did too. I'm glad you won that standing Liberty. That's great. All right, man. Talk to you soon.
Thank you so much.
All right, no problem. Take care. Bye-bye.
God bless.
All right, we're going to leave it open a little bit longer. Hey, the call line's open. Can you beat Ray Bar? That's the question. Can you beat Ray Bar? Hello, you're on with Yankee.
Hey, this is Silversmith. How are you?
Hi, Silversmith. How you doing?
Good. 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 Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I got a question in earlier, but I had another one. Do you think that since we went to all this automatic algorithms in the market and we've lost the open cry commodity pits, that we've lost the prices?
I don't know what you mean by that. What do you
mean
by
that? In the commodity, like in Chicago, there used to be pits.
Yes.
And the guys and girls would come down and they'd yell and they'd, like you saw in that movie, Trading Places.
Way it's an oldie, right? Yeah, they don't do that anymore. That's
right.
That's for show.
Automatic algorithm.
Oh yeah, it's high frequency trading now. Oh yeah, that's gone.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
But you think we lost the price, the real price of these commodities?
I think it's more than just the methodology that they use to do the trades. Yes, computer-driven algorithms. There's a whole host of risk involved with that. Stop loss that's automatic. It can cause flash crashes. It can do all kinds of things. But I think it's deeper than that. Okay, Silversmith. I think it was the biggest problem. This goes back not just back to the global recession and the financial crisis. Okay. It's more than that. It goes back further than that. It goes back to Alan Greenspan. It goes back to 2001. It goes before that. We had a crisis before. I think it was the Russian crisis. What was the name of it? Capital Fund. There was a fund, and it crashed, and it was a big one. And they started to push liquidity. That was the QE before there was QE. And then Greenspan also reacted in a way that he didn't want to. He thought it was the wrong thing to do, but he did it anyways. And he started to inject liquidity, and they started to play games with it wasn't called QE, but it was. Then, of course, we had the great, financial crisis, and that's when it really started to change. So when you pump in for a dozen years all this cheap money, you get artificial markets. You get distortions. You get people who don't care one hoot about price and earnings. They don't. You've got all this money, and you get a Fed that was backstopping it, and you keep doing it. What happens is it's so cheap, zombie companies that shouldn't even exist, that aren't making anything, start to pop up, and then they grow. And then companies, since the money's so cheap, they start to buy back their own stocks, and that drives the price up. All this distortion occurs. Bubbles form. And even in commodities, that happens as well. There's also manipulation that occurs. But I think there's a lot of factors involved. I don't think it's just because we don't do it like that movie, Trading Places.
Right, but I think you're right. And my point is we've lost the whole basics of it.
Oh yeah, the fundamentals are shot. I agree with you there. We haven't really had proper price discovery in the markets, correct. Whether it be my house, which I just saw what Zillow said it's worth, and I just burst out laughing. There's no way this house that I live in should be worth what it is. There isn't. Or markets, bonds, stocks, everything. Now, I say everything. There is something that I don't believe we have proper price discovery on, and that is gold and silver. I don't think it's been factored in yet. When that happens, you're going to see prices that will blow people's minds. So again, this is a long-term stacking philosophy. This isn't a short-term, well, inflation's gone up in the short term and look what happened to gold. No, that's a short-term mindset. You got to be thinking this entire decade. What is gold and silver going to be like at the turn of this decade? And I'm telling you, the upside is massive. So that's why
I think it should be north of $100 right now.
Yes, absolutely. If it's going to adjust for what we see true inflation, I think that is absolutely the case. I think it needs to be there, and I think gold needs to be over $5,000 an ounce easily. When that happens, we'll see, but I think that is the proper pricing.
Right.
Yeah. All right, man. Okay. Hey, thanks for calling. Congratulations again. All right.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye. All right, we're going to keep this line open. A couple more here. Because, quite frankly, we only had one. Hello, you're on with Yankee.
Hello? Oh my God, I kept Ray-Bar from calling.
Yeah. This call line is so rigged.
Oh, that's great.
No, it's not. I'm just taking the calls.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe me and Ray-Bar should like trade our names. That way I could make it, but I guess I still kept them from calling.
You did a good job. So what can I do for you?
Oh, I was wondering too. Do you the new Tim mugs are they coming out soon, or
the new what?
Have you even started them? Like making the mug with Tim's picture on it?
Oh, dude, should I tell everybody?
Uh-oh.
Should I
let the cat out of the bag?
Should I let the cat out of the bag?
Yes.
The mug is designed and it's on its way. It should have been here tonight. I was going to reveal it, and it's not here yet. But it will be here. It's already shipped. So when I get it, probably in the next Ask Yankee, one side says Yankee Stacking, and the other side doesn't have I Hope Your Day is A-OK. It has Tim. And it's a brand new, beautiful black mug. I cannot wait to get it. Huh?
Tim is the man.
He is the man. He absolutely is. Oh, man. And when that comes in, I will definitely let people in on it, right? So you will see the link in the chat. You'll be able to go get one. We really need to support him. He blushed when I told him I was going to do that. He was like, he just looked at me like, on a mug? On a mug?
Like it's going to be all over America.
I know. I am so pumped.
You know what would be cool if it, like, when it heated up, his face turns red, and like a word underneath it says, "Let's go, Brandon," or something like that. When it heats up, that would be kind
Now,
of
Ray
funny.
is telling me that you said the word. I got so excited. Did you say it?
Oh, yeah. I said
you
me
said,
and him could trade our
There
names.
it is. I thought, okay, yep. You got it, man. I'll put it. What do you want? A quarter? What kind of quarter?
Oh, a standing would be pretty.
All right.
I don't even think I have one.
You don't? Well,
Yeah,
you got
I don't
one.
think I have a standing. Nope.
I'll get you a standing
Definitely
Liberty.
don't have a standing. Now, just before I go, too, I just want, because I was going to use this, but I just want to say happy anniversary to my parents. It's their 52nd anniversary on Sunday. Someone else said it, but
that's
I still
fine.
wanted to.
No, that's great.
I still wanted to say it just so. Wish them a happy anniversary this Sunday.
Wonderful. Well, hey, don't forget to email me, okay? Your mailing address, can you? Because I really want to be able to get you the quarter out. So, hey,
awesome.
Thanks for the call. Really appreciate
it. Thanks, brother.
Take care.
Later.
All right, let's open it up again. This is risky, I know. I know at some point it's going to be Ray. Oh, I know it is. Hello, you're on with Yankee.
Hey, Yankee, how are you tonight?
Yeah, you're on. Hello.
Hey, great. Hey, how are you tonight? Doing okay?
You
had a great show with Mukarram, and I always appreciate that. And the only thing, he's a good sales guy. He got me. I moved some of my 403B over to him, and I haven't regretted it since.
Good.
So,
I'm glad.
I use his depository. I know there was a lot of questions about that, and I've had no problems there.
Yeah. First of all, what's your name? I want to get that down.
Matt, M-A-T-T, last name Moon, M-O-O-N.
All right, Matt.
And my handle on YouTube is MM.
What would you like in a quarter? I think I have a Washington in here if you want it, or go standing. There's a Washington.
Oh, you got to do standing. That's like everybody loves those.
No love for the Washington. Okay, man.
Yeah.
You got
it. I like Washington, but standing is classic.
All right, Matt, I will get this out to you. If you remember to send me your mailing address, congratulations.
Absolutely.
So just give me your impressions on, 1, working with Mukarram, and 2, the Delaware depository.
He talks to you. He informs you. I'm not a crypto guy either. That's an F word in my vocabulary too. So
okay, so he doesn't push that on you, right? He's not,
no. He has other options for other things that he can get you into, but I'm just kind of a gold and silver type of guy,
If he
right?
pushed crypto on anyone, he would hear the wrath of Yankee. All right, I'm telling you right now. All right, good.
And I'm in little New Mexico, way up by Durango, Colorado, and the little part of the world, and so it was. Yeah, I'm putting my gold clear out in a vault out of my area and still trusting it. But,
do you feel?
And I'm in a long-time stacker.
Yeah, good. So you have precious metals on hand in your possession, right?
And cash.
Good. Yeah, it's good prep. Cash is a very important short to midterm prep. So you have it, and you also put it in a depository. Now, would you want to take possession of that, and when?
Yes, well, I mean, and I was going to ask Mukarram this after your show, maybe tomorrow or the next day. He's probably listening, but I'm getting next year. I retire, and I have my 403B because I work for a hospital.
Good,
and I'm probably going to go almost all in for precious metals, and
there you go.
And then once I know I have to pull it out by 70, but I can draw, and I'll be taking it back from the depository. I think a coin at a time.
Wow. Okay, good.
Instead of, because I just want the precious metal as a preservation of my kids and my grandkids.
Good for you. Awesome. Wow. And honestly, that Ray Bar's probably upset that he didn't get through. But come on, Ray, you've been bogarting all these calls. Yeah, the secret word is rigged.
I do got to say, I mean, with the way precious metal prices are right now, you can't afford not to buy them.
American Tar Macker says Yankee, crypto is the future. At least check them out. American Tar Macker, I have done more than check them out. I have studied them. I am a cybersecurity analyst and have been for a long time in the IT field. I have secret clearance. I understand crypto, how it actually works. I actually understand, distributed ledger technologies, and I eat this stuff up, right? It's still a fiat token. It's still a Ponzi scheme. It's still a foolish gamble, in my opinion. And I've done videos on it. And I've explained why, and I will be glad to do another one at some point after crypto completely blows up. I think it's going to, and I think it's going to be something we look back on decades now. They write about millennials are going to have a horrific time of it when this thing blows up, and now maybe Gen Zs. It is a disaster waiting to happen, and I'll tell you why, too. It's going to be regulated out of existence and relegated into oblivion when CBDCs take off. It is going to be destroyed. The on-ramps will be destroyed, the off-ramps will be destroyed, and eventually it'll become inconsequential. Because we'll all have our Fed token in our wallets. It's going to take over.
And
it's horrible. It's horrible that that's going to happen. Don't get me wrong, but yeah.
And I think when we see digital currency is the loss of our freedom. I think that's when
it's
all
horrible.
Bets are off.
That's
I
why,
just can't imagine a country like that.
That's why you got to be stacking, guys, because if you don't want to be involved in that digital system, all right, you're going to have some other wealth outside of the system. You have to stack.
And the thing, you just got to know with the fuel prices and labor costs and stuff, to replace gold in vaults that are depleting quickly, gold's got to go up. Silver's got to go up. I mean, because they've got to pull it, process it. The supply chains. I just think that it's going to go up to these higher prices sooner than later.
All right, man. Hey, congratulations on the win.
Thank you, sir.
And Kilroy was telling me I need to take one more call to make sure Ray Bar gets through.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
appreciate
take care.
it.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Should I leave this line open? I don't know. What do you guys think? Everyone's going to have to behave in the chat. That's the problem. Nobody else can call me if I open up this call line. I got to give away more silver too. That was just the early bird words. What do you think? Put a 1 in the chat if you're willing, or Ray Bar throws $10. Run it up, Rig Nation. Make him pay with a gaw from his stack. Oh no! Don't do that to me, man. Oh no! no. Thank you for the 10 spot. He's trying to get me over $100, so I have to pull silver out of my stack and give it away. Don't do that. Don't follow Ray Barr's example, please. All right, but thank you for the $10. No, man, that's really good. Move on from the calls, says Ludi. He doesn't want the calls. Don't do any more calls. You know, I think people are going to be able to hold off on the calls. I'm going to open it up for you, Ray. Are you ready? This is your one shot. One shot. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Go. I'm waiting. All right. There it is. Did he come in time? Oh, wait a minute. Hello, you're on with Yankee. Hello?
Hey, Yankee, this is Shark Tooth Stacker.
Ah, you beat him. Shark Tooth calls in. Oh, no. What's up, man?
Oh, just tried to make sure that Ray Bar didn't get on.
Oh, you are mean. You are really mean. Ray Bar's going to be upset at you. Oh, no. Here comes the super chats. I'm in trouble. Pay up,
I'm going to
sucker.
transfer the call now here to Ray Bar. So
oh, no. He started it. I'm in trouble now. Joe Higginbotham, time for you to pay up, Yankee. $10. Let's go, Ray, says Mellow Stacker with another 10 spot. I'm in trouble. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Shark Tooth?
Hey, I just wanted to say that I agree with Mr. Moon there. I've been working with Mukarram for about a year now, and he's great to work with. He's very personal. He'll actually sit on the phone and talk with you for an hour or so.
Isn't that incredible?
He gets to know you, find out what your passions are. He presents opportunities that some I'm not in favor of, but he doesn't push anything.
Good.
I tell him again, I don't like crypto.
Good. Hey, I'm not going to fault him for that. You can make money on crypto. You can make money in a casino, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to make money. I want to have real money.
Yeah, no, you're preaching to the choir, buddy. I totally agree with you. But you know what? You have to give him credit. He really does understand metals, and he loves them.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of it. So and he's knowledgeable in the IRA sphere too, which a lot of people are struggling with right now. So this is a good
Nicole
opportunity.
is fantastic to work with.
I talked with her too. Good. I'm glad that Nicole sets everything up well for you. All right. Hey, sorry you're not in on the early bird word, but do you have
That's okay.
All right.
I didn't know what they were anyway.
That's okay, buddy. You just wanted to.
But I do have one question. How much Bitcoin would it take to buy your house
today?
Yeah, right now.
Well, you couldn't offer me enough.
How much will you take?
None.
Will you take?
You couldn't. Nope, not going to take it.
All right.
All right. Hey, take care. Thanks for calling.
Go.
Bye. All right. I don't know. I think that was your shot, Ray. Oh, no. Now what? Oh, Kilroy was here. Here you go, Ray Bar. Another 10 spot. Oh, wow. $1 million Meg. $5. Thank you, Meg MR. Yankee must pay for blocking the Rig Nation. Oh, my word. This is for Ray Bar. Thank you, MR. What have I done? You don't cross that guy, do you? You really don't. Do not cross Ray Bar. And, Corporal Coleco with a $20 super chat. That's it. You did it. Yeah. All right. Well, no, we're not. We're giving this away later, anyways. This is not for my stack. This is. Let's see. That was interesting what Mukarram said about rounds. I understand where he's coming from, because in certain scenarios, you really don't want to be buying silver rounds or bars, especially for tax reasons and in your IRA. So I get it. But yeah, stacking this stuff physically. All right, I'm going to give an option here. So we've got a nice Morgan style round. Let me put that down. And then, okay, so we've got a Buffalo round. I'm actually going to give it up to the winner right there. I'm going to put the Morgan or the Buffalo. Let's do the giveaway. Put something in the chat, guys. This is it. Anything at all. Make sure it just shows up. Some things YouTube doesn't like, so be careful. They get blocked. But I'm going to pop out the chat here. Put something in the chat if you want to get on this giveaway. I'm in participants right now, and they are growing. They are growing. And while you do that, I will clear out the wheel of names. Make sure that is up. And yep, again, I don't want to thank you, Ray Barr, for starting that little super chat train. That was so nice of you. All right, clear out the entries. There's the wheel of names. Give you guys a little bit more time. And whoa, did I just see another? Wait a minute, Ray Barr, 80. Whoa, hold on. What did he do? Ray Barr drops $85.72. You will pay. Take out. Okay, I guess the winner doesn't have to choose between the Morgan or the Buffalo. I'm going to give away both of those to the next winner. Ray Barr. Did we really cross 200? We better have crossed 200 or else I'm not doing it. You can't make me. I see 190 right now. So I'm still good. It's still an option for the winner. Okay? We haven't crossed over the 200 mark. Oh, jeez, just short. Well, I guess we have now. Kilroy was here, drops a 10 spot. There we go. All right, fine. We're at 200. So the winner's going to have a shot, or the winner will get both of these rounds. All right, let me give you just a few more seconds because I am seeing a few more names popping into the chat. Another 10 seconds to get something in there. And by the way, you don't have to keep putting stuff in, okay? Just one time, that's all you got to do. You don't have to keep pounding on the chat. Your name will be registered. All right, so all copy. All right, got the names. That's it. You can stop now. Paste. Copy and paste. All right, and just someone else dropped $2 in there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That helps with my shipping. So does that $1.99 from J Chap. Thank you so much. You guys, really generous. I do appreciate these super chats so much. Thank you. It's been a lot of fun here. All right, so we got names. Here are the names. There you go, MR Coins. The reason I highlight him is he always complains, I don't see my name. Well, there's your name, buddy. Let's shuffle it up. And spin. Oh, shoot, I have the long spin on, don't I? I got to change that. When this is over, I have to change the long spin. That was for the 20-ounce giveaway I did from SD Bullion. I got to stop this. This is way too long. Two winners. Nope, this is for one. One winner take all on this one. Winner take all. Winner take both rounds. Both. Who's it going to be? Mello, Robbie, Pops, Aspiring Alchemist, Steve, Karen, Jim, Aaron, Eric, Prone to Wander, Jay, Dead, Kristen S, AH, Tony, Denise, Ludi, 2009, Silversmith, 8-Man Neo Geo. I don't think 8-Man's going to hold on to it. It's still moving. It's over into Brad now. Can Brad hold on? Definitely thought. Yep. Okay. Cool. Congratulations, Brad. Guess what you just won? Both rounds. Woo! Email me at yankeestacking@gmail.com. Please remember your mailing address. A lot of people will get so excited that they will send me an email, and it will be missing the mailing address. I'm like, how do I get these to you? So don't forget that, yankeestacking@gmail.com. I just saw some more super chats come in. $7.77 from Thorvald. Thank you. I'm sorry. $1.99. He put in 777 for the message. Thank you. Let me write down Brad here. Brad. There you go. Put that over here. Thank you, Thorvald. Thorvald dropped another one. Another $2. Thoughts on vintage gold. All right, Thorvald. SD Bullion sent me gold. Let me rephrase that. I bought gold from SD Bullion. This is not a giveaway. All right, so yes, I bought constitutional gold, as I like to call it, Thorvald, and I'm going to unwrap it. I'm on a video coming up real soon, and it is a milestone for Yankee. I finally broke 50 ounces of gold with that package. I am so jacked. I cannot wait to not only unpackage it and talk about that milestone, but more importantly, to talk about constitutional gold and why I think it deserves a place in your stack. I love constitutional silver, obviously, but constitutional gold or pre-33 gold, you can get it at a pretty decent price if you don't care about the quality. Just like we don't get all wrapped up and upset if, this Benji is worn. You shouldn't be upset if your constitutional gold or pre-33 gold is also worn, and that's a good way to stack, in my opinion. So I will be doing a video on that one shortly, Thorgold. But thank you so much or Thorvold, thank you so much for that comment and the super chat. Let's see. Hey, Yankee, look at the super chat total again. Rebar! What are you doing? $92.04. You will pay. Dude. These are my maples, man. These are my maples. I've got an old queen, and I think I got a new queen. Oh, man, I do. I have a new queen and an old queen. How about if I do a choice? The winner gets to choose old queen or new queen. God rest her soul. All right, so we'll put that. I can't believe you, Ray. Thank you so much for that $92.04. You're killing me with kindness. Thank you. All right, so old and new. We're going to do a giveaway right now. Man. I want to win that SD Bullion Monster Box. Can I just take a minute before we, or actually, while you put something in the chat, okay? I'll pop out the chat right now. I'll switch it over to participants. This is your chance to get on the giveaway. Just put something in there. But while you do that, I do want to shout out SD Bullion again. They've got some great giveaways that they're doing. I'm going to do this final giveaway at the end for SD Bullion. But let me show you a couple things here. The Monster Box, first of all, is going to be given away first week in January. Okay, so you have till the end of the year to go to sdbullion.com/Yankee. Oh my word, if you haven't done this, please do. Go to sdbullion.com/Yankee. Sign up for their 2022 Monster Box sweepstakes. Please do this. Put your email address in there. YankeeStacking.gmail. That's mine. I've already done it. Of course, I can't win it. But you could win it. I would love somebody in our stacking community, some subscriber of mine, to win it. It will be given away first week in January. So get in on this right away. Again, sdbullion.com/Yankee. All right, so let's go back. Docs deals. I'm going to tell you something else. This right here is a non-traditional gold coin. Now, this is a gold coin. It is minted by the South African Mint, okay? So it is a coin, and it is somewhat of a commemorative too. But it's the first in a series, so you need to check this out. I bought one of these. It's on sale. SD Bullion has a great price. I know it's 1 ounce. It's out of the wheelhouse for some. I get it. But the premium is very, very low for gold, all right? And it is a coin, all right? It's definitely worth you considering for stacking. I got one. I had to, so definitely consider that. On the silver side, bars, they have a great reduced price on their silver bars. Kilo, if you're into that, That's a low premium. Check out the doc deals right here at sdbullion.com. That's where you want to go. And there's some good stuff going on at SD. I love these Australian gold too. Ooh. Not yet. I've got a couple of them. I'll get back to that at some point. But here, yeah, the bars, any kind. That's what you want to. You don't care if you're just getting silver bars. This is on sale. You want to get whatever they got, right? So definitely check out SD Bullion, and thanks so much again for their sponsorship. Let me wipe this out. And I think that's plenty of time for me to harvest these participants, which I'm doing right now. Copy. And paste. Actually, no, that's a mistake. Back up. I can't do it directly. I have to do it in the notepad first. Then Alt copy. Then paste. All right. Puts a bunch of weird characters if I go direct. There we go. All right. So now we see the next giveaway entrance. Those are all the people in there, and I'm going to shuffle this up really well. Now, again, the winner of this giveaway gets to choose old queen or new queen. So good luck, everyone. And thanks again, Ray. Here's something else. and that, he didn't even get to call in, and he still was generous. Thank you, man. All right, spin, spin, spin. Good luck. Here we go. Slowing down, and I forgot to... my word. Long spin. Very slow at the end, guys. Jim Meadows, Everett, Silver, William, two Williams, Margot, Otis. Get off that participant. There we go. Brian, Eric, Michael Thacker, Jesse Shepard, Tex Coin. Boy, you haven't won in a while, dude. And you're not going to win this time. Oh, no. It looks like it's going to go to Craig. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, it's close. Oh, Mello. That was a close call. Craig, 1967 Shelby. Oh, do you have a 1967 Shelby, dude? Wow. I love the name. Don't forget to email me, Craig, at yankeestacking@gmail.com, and make sure you include your mailing address because, yeah, you can win one of these. Now, I got to ask you, which one? Yes, you won. I see you in there. Yes, you won. Tell me which one. You want the old or new? Old queen or new? I'm watching. That's Yankee's other username. It's rigged. Stop it, MR. All right, Craig. What was it? I don't see it yet. Still watching. Long neck, Liz. Yeah. Old. So we'll go with this one. All right. Congratulations. This is a 2016. It's got some milk on it. It has radial lines, but that's a full 1 ounce of 4/9 fine silver, bro. Good job. Let me write you down here. Craig, 1967 Shelby. All right, we'll put that aside for Mrs. Yankee, who mails out all my winnings. She's so good. We'll put that right back up here. I don't think we're going to go beyond $300 super chat. That is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you, Ray. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all for all the super chats. All of you have been so generous, so kind. By the way, can I just shout out one other person? I can't use his name, but look at this Freedom Round. I was at Tim's just a couple days ago, and somebody came in there and said, "Wait a minute, is that you, Yankee? Oh, man, I didn't know I was going to actually meet you here. This is great." And he gave me this Freedom Round. He also gave Tim a shirt. You'll see it because I videoed it. But, oh, my goodness, that was so kind. The generosity in this community is mind-blowing. It's just incredible. And, yes, I've been having some fun with Tim. I recorded another couple videos that will be coming out. I do have part 2 of his interview. I'm editing that this weekend. It will drop next week. So look forward to that. And speaking of just giving back to the community, I want to remind people yet again that this 1 ounce gold coin will be given away when we reach 100,000 subscribers. My channel has been growing more than I ever could have imagined. I am so super stoked to see it into the 70s. I want it to hit 100,000. I really want that silver YouTube play button. But even more than that, I want to give away this 1 ounce gold coin to someone in our community. So that is what's going to happen. There'll be silver galore given away that live stream. You're not going to want to miss it. It's probably going to have 1,000 people in the live stream. No doubt. I really believe that will happen when I give that away. So anyway, just want to remind you, share my channel around, get the subscriber count up, and we can give it away quickly. What the heck just happened? What? Wait. Oh, my word. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't Ray Bar. It was Kmart Shopper. Boom! With $100 super chat. That took us to 400. And then Corporal Coleco, love the videos, dude, drops $100 super chat. You two, Kmart Shopper, Corporal Coleco, you guys are phenomenal. What? All right. Oh, let's see here. I got to give away. Let's see. What do I got for? You know what? We're going big. Yes, we are. Hold on a second. Haven't pulled these out recently. We're going to pull 2 eagles. Actually, should we do 2 eagles or no? No. Hold on. Aha. This is a 2019. Okay. All right. 2019 Canadian maple leaf. This one is in pristine condition. And a 2021 American Silver Eagle. Woo! Yes, this is the Type 2. All right. I get so excited giving away my silver. This is funny. All right. And then again, we got to do some little stuff, and then maybe this, and then all right, fine. We got more giveaways. Wow, guys! Super chat total of $500. Actually, it just bumped up to $501.99. Thorvald, thank you for that super chat. Oh man, I'm feeling the love here, guys. This is fantastic. Wow. Give the pig. No, not yet. No. I've given away gold before. Okay, I've given away gold. Two 1/4 ounce gold pieces I gave away. Both, I think one was a maple and the other was an eagle, I believe. So we did those gold giveaways, 1/4 ounce. I've never given out a 1 ounce before, but no, we got to get to 100,000 before I do that. That's too epic. All right, thoughts. Vintage fractional or foreign fractional gold like pesos. Yeah, Thorvald, pesos are good. They're low premium, tends to be. As a prepper stacker though, I have to admit I like the American or Canadian or maybe some other familiar. I really like those to stack. Maples and eagles. I've also started to stack buffaloes now, so I'm trying to build another Yankee cannon of gold buffaloes, but fractional. Be careful with that, okay? If you're going to do foreign, there are a lot of options. Pesos aren't bad. I'm just not a big foreign gold guy. I like the American, again, as a prepper stack. I want some familiarity. I don't want question, in an SHTF scenario. However, silver recognizability is slightly more important to me than gold recognizability because for me, silver is the barter material during or just after an SHTF, and then gold is really to carry well through an SHTF, right? So you're not going to really be bartering much, even with fractional gold. Maybe you'll barter gold potentially for more silver, sort of like bringing a large denomination down to a small denomination type of thing. But yeah, anyway, that's my thoughts on fractional foreign gold. Let's do a couple more giveaways. Wow, what do you think? We'll do the maple first, and then we'll do the eagle next. That sound good? All right. And then, right after that, we will give away an entire roll of Roosevelts from SD Bullion. Whole roll! A whole roll! Okay, we'll do that. And who knows? And then I got to give away one of the rounds. Yeah, the 10th anniversary round from SD Bullion. I'm going to give away one of those too, so you're not going to want to miss that. It's the final giveaway. All right, so you guys are already putting something in the chat. That's great. Keep doing that. I'm popping it out now. Man, I hope you enjoyed this live stream. This was a lot of fun. We went a little long too. It's 11 o'clock. Mukarram talked for a while. We really got a lot out of that. But see how quickly we can do these giveaways and wrap this up. I still see some names flowing in. Again, all you got to do is put one comment in there. It will register. Just one comment in the chat. You don't have to keep slamming on it. It's not going to increase your odds of winning. Okay? I have to say that because people might think that the more I pound in there, the more odds and more chances I have. Doesn't work that way. The participants list only shows one entry. So, all right. And also, this is a good chance. I'm going to reduce the spin time right now. Let's do a half. I'm going to cut it in half. That's better. And good. That closes that out. All right. 10 more seconds. Then I'm going to grab the names. Oh, Kilroy was here. Drop the 10 spot. Thank you, man. Oh, wow. That is really nice of you. Appreciate the super chats tonight. Wow. This is making my day A-okay. I don't know about you. I am having a great time tonight. All right, so let me harvest these. All copy. There you go. That's it. You don't need to put in any more in the chat for the giveaway. All copy. And let me switch over here to the browser so you can see me plop the names in. Boy, I'll tell you, when I did those like 3,000, almost 3,000 entries into the wheel of names for the tube of SD Bullion tube. It took, I had to actually trim the video. It took over a minute for the names to appear in the wheel. There were that many. It's just, it's like I was stuffing the names down the wheel's throat. All right, there they are. There are the names. All of them right in there. Almost 400 in there. That's great. All right, so let's shuffle them up. Shuffle them really good. This is for the silver maple. 1 ounce silver maple leaf. Spin. Here we go. It's a short spin. I cut it. I cut it down, Rich. I did. I know, right? This is great giveaways, Evan. I'm having a blast giving away some of my silver. Text coin, you've gotten close tonight. Jamie, Ellie, who won 10 of those rounds the other night. 8-man Neo Geo. Dude, you are so close. I don't think this... Oh, man, you did pull it out. Boy, I was thinking it was going to continue going because of the slow spin, that long slow spin that I changed off, but it ended really quick. 8-man Neo Geo. Well done. Congratulations. You know what I'm going to do, though, 8-man Neo Geo? I'm going to... let me just switch over here really quick just to write your name down. Don't forget to email me your mailing address. 8-man Neo Geo. Put that here. Actually, I'm going to flip it over to my preferred side. I love the maple leaf. Put that over there. And now... the American Silver Eagle. And all we're going to do here, guys, is I'm going to remove you, 8-man. Boop, you're removed. And I'm going to shuffle it a couple more times and just going to spin. So that way we don't have to do the whole put your name in the chat. Let's go. Let's try for one more. Kilroy is here. Thank you for trying for one more. Do you think we could get to 600? I don't know, but you're doing the best you can. Thank you for that. Dickie, Eric, Cap, Jerry, and he might hold on to it. Jerry might hold on. It's down to the wire. Nope. Oh, wow, that was close. Nick, you stole it from Jerry. Congratulations, you got the American Silver Eagle. Wow, check that out. Sweet. That is just so cool. Congratulations, Nick. Again, don't forget to email me. I say it every time because, I don't know if Nick may have just popped in, got his name in there and won and doesn't know. He's got to email me his mailing address so I can get that out to him. All right, Nick, got you down. Put that over there. Whew. Okay, let's do these things really fast because I really don't want to give up any more of my silver. All right, but this, though, right here is from SD Bullion, and it is a really nice giveaway, huh? Is this nice or what? Hey, by the way, something in the chat right now. Test your metals with the pocket pinger. Right there, I can see it. Streamlabs dropped the link. That's the link you want to click to get your pocket pinger. I have to say, you almost can't call yourself a real stacker if you don't have an inexpensive tester like the pocket pinger. So, gotta get one. Check out that link. Please get one so you can test your bullion. People are already throwing this stuff in. For those that have maybe just jumped in this crazy live stream, 327 of you out there, all you got to do is be a subscriber. Please be a subscriber. Help me get to 100,000 subscribers. It's amazing how many people who watch my videos who aren't subscribers. It's like 50% aren't subscribers. I don't know why, but okay. But you have to be a subscriber to be able to be in the chat, and that will be able to let you put something in the chat for the giveaway. We're going to do a whole roll of Roosevelt dimes. I don't think I've ever done that with SD Bullion's giveaways, but we got to do it. All right, I'm going to pop out the chat right now, give you just a few more seconds to put something in there. And while I'm waiting, a couple more things. The pinned comment and the pinned comment and the poll. We're going to wrap that poll up really soon. So make sure you voted in the poll. The question up top was, which do you have the most of right now? Right now, not what you're going to buy, but right now in ounces. Is it uncirculated silver coins? All right, so that's like constitutional silver or, maybe I would lump into that uncirculated. Uncirculated. That's BU. That's like brilliant uncirculated eagles, like what we just gave away. That's what that is. Uncirculated silver coins. Circulated silver coins is the constitutional silver that we've given away tonight, and we're going to be giving away with this roll of dimes. And then there's silver bars and rounds. Right now, it's interesting. 52% more, just over half silver bars and rounds. And then last thing before we do the Wheel of Names is the sweepstakes. I've mentioned it once. I'm going to mention it again. Make sure you click that link at the top of the chat. sdbullion.com/Yankee. Enter to win. Please, I really will be super stoked if we can have somebody in the community win this. All right, so let me wipe out the names. Let me click on participants. And then let me harvest all these names. Lots of names in here. All copy. All right, that's it. I got them all. Switch over to the wheel. All copy and paste. Wait a minute. Wait, did Incarnate just drop $100? What is the goal here, guys? Are you trying to reduce my stack? You are. You're trying to take all my silver. Put up some more. Wow, Incarnate, thank you for that $100. That is just phenomenal. I'm like, I got goosebumps. Wait till I tell Mrs. Yankee. This is incredible tonight. Oh, okay. Well, let me give away this thing first, and then I got to think about what we're going to give away text. Wow. All right, so there are the names. Oh, my goodness. Right there, all the way down to Zodiacal Sword 88. And starting with, well, participants. You know what? I'm just going to take that out. That shouldn't even be there. All right, there we go. And shuffle. Really well. And spin. All right, guys, this is from SD Bullion. It's the round. I shouldn't say that. It is the roll of silver dimes. Man, rosies. Wow. All right, Dom Beeps, Andrew, Rick, Kevin07, Kilroy was here. Oh, no, don't land on All right, guys, we're going to have to spin this again. Oh, Incarnate 01. Oh, you were next in line. I'm sorry, bro. I can't do it, but I'm going to remove. You know what? I'm going to remove. Oh, I like that. Remove all instances. Ah, better. Let's spin it again, guys. Oh, man. That was close, Incarnate. Close. All right, here we go. Round and round. Where she stops, nobody knows because this is not a rigged wheel. A tree climber, Casey, B-Dub, Jessica Rose, Litecoin Lamb, Jeff G, Ben Stacking 80, John Norman Johns. This is going to be close. Right down. Yes! Held on to it, John Norman. Wow. Congratulations, John. You got the whole roll. I was going to bust this open tonight, too. I was literally going to pop it for us. And I was like, you know what? Let's go big. Let's do the whole stinking thing. All right. Wow. Hey, don't forget to email me your mailing address. As usual, you know. Let me write it down. John Norman Johnson. Roll of rosies. Nice. All right. Put that over here. There we go. Still rigged, says Joe. I was close, says Litecoin Lamb. Yeah, I know. So freaking close, says Jessica Rose. You're making me feel bad. I'm sorry everybody couldn't win. I really am. But, maybe we should do... Man, I'm getting really tired. But I don't want to end this. Don't want to end this with the final SD Bullion giveaway. We can't. We got more to give away. Anyways, I got to go down here and look for something here. Hold on. We're not ending it. We hit $611.99. Actually, yeah, I hopefully didn't miss anybody's super chats while I was distracted. No, I don't think I did. Okay. So let me, just give me a second, guys. Looking through here. Hold on. I'm going to go a little further away here. Here we go. Here's something fun. I like Asahi. I really do. There's a nice round. Whoops. Bump the camera, Yankee. All right. We're going to give away a really nice round. This is a 1 ounce Troy. That's the capsule. 1 ounce Troy Asahi round. Okay. 4/9's fine. Really pretty. All right. So that's what we're giving away right now. And we don't do the Freedom round. I saw that, Sparky. SD Bullion actually sold out temporarily of the Freedom rounds. Let me tell you, when I was talking with one of the reps that I talk with at SD Bullion for the giveaways, he said the demand is through the roof, Yankee. Really, it's unbelievable how quickly people are buying up silver, especially silver. And I do think it's because of the price drop. And also what's going on with Fed and everything else. So I think people are trying to get in on it. He said it's crazy right now. He hasn't seen it like this since he said the silver squeeze. And then prior to that, he's like, I'd have to go back a lot further to when things were crazy. Probably in COVID. That's what he said, COVID. But yeah, so the Freedom round is out. So what we're going to be giving away tonight at the very end is the 10th anniversary round, which we're also selling fast. So he said he has some on the side for us. All right, so we're going to give this round away. And you know the drill, right, guys? You got to put something in the chat. Yeah, Asahi's look good, right? Yeah, I literally went over to my treasure chest of fun stuff and pulled that one out. I reached in, grabbed it, and let's go. All right, so I see dot. Don't put the dots in because that sometimes is blocked by YouTube for some reason in the chat. Whatever. All right, so put something in the chat there. Anything legitimate, anything that YouTube won't mind. Pop it out. And I won't end the poll now. I'll end the poll right after this. Switch over to participants. Get something in there. All right. More names going in. I'm going to give it a little longer here, guys. Make sure you get it in. Benji's. Man. Maybe we should do one more Benji, too, before we go. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do... You know what I haven't done tonight? Is I haven't done a dollar face of silver. Ooh, I like that idea. All right, so Benji, standing, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, yeah, wait a minute. No, I don't have a nickel. That won't work. Maybe 40. Oh, no, I'll do a 1 ounce, 140. That's even better. All right, so there's 50, a buck. It doesn't work out with the 25 though. Whatever. What the heck? 5 dimes, standing, and $50. Yeah, I think that would work. I could do 4 dimes and 2 halves. Nah. Somebody's gonna want the standing. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be a $1.25 face. That's fine. We'll do that next. We'll do that right there. That'll be fun. All right. And then, yeah, these freedom rounds, man. Dude, I love these things. No wonder they're selling out. They're so awesome. But I'm not giving away my only freedom round. I can't do it. I got to keep my freedom round. Don't make me get rid of my freedom round. All right. That's it for the participants. It's really quiet now. So I'm going to grab them all, right? All copy. Paste. Switch over to the wheel. I'll copy and paste. All right, this is for the Asahi round. The Asahi round. I'll just wipe that out while I'm at it. There we go. There we are. Go through that. Am I in there still? Yankee. Oh, man. Do not land on Yankee. I'm telling you right now. Please don't do that. All right, shuffle. And spin for the Asahi round. Good luck, everybody. 331 people in the live stream. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you're having a good time tonight. Michael Thacker, Robbo, William, good old boy, TX Lionheart, get off the member 6 months, please. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to spin again. But at least it'll remove all instances. There we go. All right, let's quick shuffle, quick spin. All right. Round and rounds. A little slower this time than the long spin. That's painful. All right, we've got Me Not You, Mr. AK, Rick, Lewis, Ed, Sparky Stacker, Jerry Brock. Can Jerry hold on? Oh, Mello, if you get robbed again. You've been so close, Mello. Oh, Jerry Brock with the win. Well done, Jerry. You got the Asahi round. Congratulations. Don't forget to email me your mailing address, and we'll get this out to you. Probably this weekend. I'll definitely get Mrs. Yankee to mail everything up or package everything up. Yankee, 100 again? What? Wait, what? Nope. You were going to give out an ASE. Incarnate, what are you doing? Come on, man. Oh, my word. This is crazy tonight. Well, first let me write down Jerry Brock. Oh, man, I can't even keep up with the chat. You guys are killing me. Jerry Brock, Asahi round. Put that over there. You want an eagle, huh? Jeez, you want one of my eagles. Thank goodness this is a partial tube. Because if I only had a full tube, that would really, really bug me. It's a 2021. Wow. Better put it like that just in case you make me go in there again. All right. A 2021. Can we at least do the... No, hold on a second. Hold on. Let's do this constitutional silver. Let's do this first, okay? And then we'll do the eagle. Man. Standing, a Benji, and 5 silver dimes right there on the screen. All right, so let's, you know what? I'm going to make this really, 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 really quick and easy because I'm getting really, really tired. I'm going to remove Jerry, and I'm going to shuffle it, and I'm going to spin. All right, just really quick. Your name hopefully is in there. I'm just going to spin it. Maybe I'll harvest for the American Silver Eagle, but this is for the Constitutional Silver from SD Bullion. Here we go. Lisa Crooks, Lewis again, Caleb, James, Clawman, Joe Higginbotham. Oh no, not member again. All right, let's just take care of this. All instances, couple shuffles, and a spin. Sorry about that. At least it's a short spin, not a long one. All right. There we go. Slowing it down. I see Robert, Invader, Bob, Kevin, Nan, Chris, another Chris, Mr. AK, Don Beeps, Lisa Cooks. Get off the member 2-month, please. Evan's looking at it. Evan's blowing the wheel. Evan's begging for the wheel to move. Evan's like, oh, I got ripped off. Stop it, Yankee. You're killing us. Shuffle. Spin. I've never seen this happen before. Member, so help me if it happens again. 3 times, I don't know what will happen. The wheel breaks. Don't know. This is bad. It's a scam. Stop it, Steve. It's not a scam. Chris, Mike, Margot. Somebody's going to win this time. Margot, no. Jamie's going to grab it. Jamie's stealing it. Jamie won it. Congratulations, Jamie Prewitt. You got it. Man, I don't think it was a dual winner, right? Jamie. Nope, that was not. That's your first win for tonight. All right, Jamie. Congratulations. You got the Constitutional Silver variety pack, if you want to call it that, Jamie. Don't forget to email me your mailing address. All right, we'll get this all out to you. Let me write their name down. Oh, here come the rigs. Devin. Jamie Prewitt. All right, all right, we're going to do, we're going to do the American Silver Eagle because Incarnate is just not letting me get away with anything else. So let's do the Eagle. Again, 2021, Type 2. It's BU. It's really nice. Put your name in. Put in Eagle. I see people putting in Eagle. I like that. Eagle. Put Eagle in the chat. Just once. You don't need to keep saying Eagle. You're only allowed to put Eagle in once. Okay, let me grab the participants soon. They're growing. Yep. Pop them out. I see them coming in. Yep. Fill it up. put it in the chat while I clear out the old names. I haven't had a chance to ask or answer any questions after Mukarram left because you guys just went bonkers on the super chat. Oh my goodness. It's just been a giveaway frenzy tonight. It's 11:24 Eastern. Man, I gotta go night. I gotta get up wicked early tomorrow too. Oh, I'm gonna be tired. No more super chats. None. Stop. Oh. All right. I see a few more names coming in. I'm gonna give it a little longer. A little bit of a delay. Maybe some of you aren't sure you want a shot at an eagle. I don't know. I'll give it to you a little longer. A little bit longer. Okay, it seems to be settling down now. All right. Oops, I got to click in there, Yankee. All copy. All right. All right, I got them. I got them all. All copy and paste. There they are. Get rid of the participants again. Actually, you know what? Member, new. If I sort, yeah. Oh, at least that can trim it down, right? Get rid of those. And I got rid of the part. That's better. Let's shuffle it up now. Shuffle. And spin. Here we go for the American Silver Eagle. Thanks again, Incarnate. That was really nice of you to do that. Really appreciate it. 3 more thumbs for 400. Oh, thanks, MR Coins. Yeah, a few more thumbs up would be great. All right, we got Nathan, Georgina, Rockzilla, Jerry, Tree, Jamie. You already won. Yankee, get off that. Silvara, Zodiacal Sword 88 is hanging on. Oh, wow. Dude, that is as close as it comes. Zodiacal Sword 88. Seriously, look at that. Right before it. Oh, Ben Hill is. Oh, man, I'd be fuming if I was Ben. Zodiacal Sword, congratulations. Wow. No need for sleep. I'll stop it, Saran. Of course, I got to get my beauty rest. All right. Snatch that round. Oh, lucky Zodiacal. I know, right? That was amazing. All right. You got it. Let me write it down, and don't forget to email me your mailing address, Zodiacal. Goal Sword 88. All right, let's put that over here with all the other giveaways. Wow, what a pile of giveaways. Man, that is phenomenal. All right. I think we're done with with all the spontaneous giveaways. Let's do the final giveaway, and that is from SD Bullion. Again, it is their their 10th anniversary round right here. There it is. Look at this. This is such a gorgeous round. Really nice to have. If you haven't picked some up, shoot, you need to buy a tube of these things. They really are a smart buy. Good price. And we're going to give away one right now. So, again, this is your chance to get something. And did I see another super chat? Yes. Let's go for one more. Killboy. Nobody is going to do that. Okay, we're done. If we broke another 100, that would be a record for all my Ask Yankee live streams. We're not breaking a record tonight, but thank you for that $10. Really appreciate that. And as soon as I give away this final giveaway, though, we're done. We're done with the super chats. All right, so let's put something in the chat really quick. I'll pop this out, switch to participants. I'm watching you guys put it in there, fill it up, put Put SDB for a comment. SDB for SD Bullion. SDB. And I will clear out all the old ones here. We'll give you another 10 or so seconds to get something in there. Get SDB in there. Definitely get SDB. Thanks so much for SD Bullion. Wow. Oh, man. I think we're going to be doing another epic giveaway. Like, I'm going to be talking to my contact there and saying, hey, listen, that tube was awesome. We got to top it. We have to top it. How are we going to top that giveaway? For next month, October. So make sure you have subscribed to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon. Don't miss out on the next insane giveaway from SD Bullion. All right. I think that's about it. I think we're going to harvest these names. Oops, let me click in there. All copy. All right, that's it. Got the names. This is the final giveaway. We are done after this. Copy. And wait a minute. Oh my word. He didn't. No, he didn't. Please say he didn't. He did. Are you kidding me? Are you... Incarnate, you didn't do this again, did you? $100 super chat from Incarnate. We've busted through all time. This is it. This is the largest giveaway. The largest super chat total I have ever had on an Ask Yankee. Thank you. Wow, what a night. Whew. Okay. I kind of like this idea of getting rid of these members. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of my members. I'm getting rid of the lines. Okay. Let's give away the SD Bullion round, and then I'll have to find something else to give away. Incarnate, what do you want me to give away now, Incarnate? All right, shuffle, spin. All right, Incarnate, tell me, man. What's it going to be? This is incredible. Wow. All right, so round and round it goes. Here we go. This is for the SD 10th anniversary round. The Real American, Roro, Michael Thacker, Devin Hauser, Ski V Bez Studio, and Marshall Jacobs. Can Marshall hold on? This is going to come down to the wire. Oh, Marshall Jacobs holds out with the win. Marshall, congratulations. Oh, my goodness. I'm still stunned. All right, Marshall. Marshall Jacobs. I'm going to show you the round again that you're going to get. It's right here. Congratulations, Marshall. Make sure you send me your mailing address in an email to yankeestacking@gmail.com so that I can get that over to SD Bullion. That's going to be shipping directly from SD Bullion. All right? Wow. That was crazy. Wow. Okay. All right, Incarnate. What is it? What am I going to do? Keep up to 1,000. There's no way we're going to do that. There's no way we're going to break 1,000. If Ray... It says Incarnate 2024. Incarnate, the man tonight went nuts. Never saw my name once on the wheel. Is that true, Blue Max 413? I find that very hard to believe. 100-ounce bar. An eagle. Is that what we're doing? Another eagle? I don't know what happens if we hit 1,000. I'm going to fall over, Eric. I have no idea. I will not be silenced, says Ray. You will not be silenced. Let that teach me a lesson. Let Ray Bar get through the call line. Oh, my goodness. Man. I don't know. Did Incarnate say something? What did he say? In terms of, I don't know why I'm giving him the floor here, but I am. I'm looking for it. Incarnate, what do I do? All right, hold on, everyone. Let's see. Oh, man. This is like the only... All right. Tell you what I'm going to do. They're out. They're completely out, and I feel bad, so I am going to give you... I'm going to give you my only single 10th anniversary round. We're going to do a second one, but this one comes from my stack. Not SD Bullion, all right? This one's from Yankee's box. Whew. All right, there you go, right there. We're going to give that 1 ounce away. And again, you know the drill, guys. Put something in the chat. In fact, I want to make sure I'm going to give this one a really extra long time, all right? Missed the super chat. Did I miss a super? No, I didn't miss a super chat. Did I? No, wait. Nope, you're going to... Wait. No, it's a... No, I got it, right? I got Incarnate's giveaway, right? I mean, Incarnate's super chat, $100. My wife needs that. SD round. Yeah, we're going to do the 10th anniversary. Give it up. Yes, you did. Wait a minute. Hold on. Incarnate. Ray. $2. I told you would pay. That was his $2, right? Yeah. $2 super chat from Ray Barr. I did see that. Thank you. Yankees up to date. All right, good. Whew, I'm joking. Don't say that as it turns out, man. I'm old. That's mean. Yeah, everybody, all my members put an old Yankee in the chat. Put my emoji. Put Tim's in. Mine and Tim's. All right, he will pay. He will pay, says Ray Barr. There it is. There's Yankee. That's Yankee. There's Tim. Oh, my very old Yankee, yeah. When is part 2 of Tim? Grumpy Old Man. I am editing it this weekend. Okay? It'll drop next week. I promise. What a week. Okay? What a week. I might even have a part 3. I'm just saying. It was almost a 3-hour interview that I had with him at my house. And boy, was that fun. We had such fun eating outside and just chatting, and then him letting me put that phone on and record on a tripod. That was just so cool. And it won't be the last time. I was talking with him again. He's like, Yankee, we got to go. We got to do that again. I have a lot more that I need to say. I'm like, well, okay. That's no problem. I'll invite you over for dinner again. That'll be a blast. All right. What if we don't have the emoji, says Jessica? All you got to do is join the Patriot Pistol membership. It's not a lot. You can just jump in. You can put the emojis in. Just have fun. I love my Patriot Pistol members. They're fantastic. Thank you so much. You get your little white star in the blue background. You can see how long you've been a member there. And again, I'll just say a Yankee Canon membership, though, that gets you one-on-one time with Yankee. I'm able to talk with you each month, schedule meetings. We are able to cover all kinds of ground around stacking and prepping, things that matter to you, and I really do enjoy it. I really do. It's one of my highlights from the month is my membership meeting. So that link is in the chat as well, or in the description. All right, let's just do this, guys. I'm going to pop out the chat and switch over to participants. And I see a bunch in there, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a little longer on this one, all right? So you guys can really take your time, get your name in, put something in there. Again, you don't need to put it 100 times in there because it's capturing the chat. So put your name in. I'll wait. I'm patient. This is the final giveaway. The final giveaway. Wait a minute. Kilroy was here. Drops a 10 spot. Woo! $10. Kilroy was here. Getting closer. Dude, what are you doing? Don't make me get up and walk over to my box again, man. Kilroy, thank you so much for that $10. Let me clear out the old names from the wheel. This is the old. There we go. And I see more participants coming in. What do we got now? We have 314 people. Not bad. I think our peak tonight was 385. Not bad. Not bad. Again, I'm trying to figure out what that participant list is going to look like when I hit 100,000 subscribers and I'm giving away gold and silver in one night. Oh, man. That's going to be nutty. Hopefully Little Stacks will be back from college to help me out during that live stream. I'm going to need it. All right. The names are still coming in. I think it's settled down now. I'm scrolling through. Yeah, it looks nice and quiet. Yeah, there we go. All copy. That's Control A and copy. All right. Paste. Copy and paste. All right. So here are the names. We will wipe that out. And we will sort by name. Scroll down to members. Woo, got a lot of members. Members. Delete those. Cool. All right. Those are all the names. Just harvested. Whoop. New member. Get rid of those two while I'm at it. There we go. All right. And yeah. All right. So let's shuffle it up really well. Call. What the? Spin. What's going on? Did I miss something? Incarnate 10. Yankee Proof? What are you doing, Incarnate? Oh, I'm scared. I got to end this live stream. This is the last giveaway. It's going to not Robert, not Lewis, not Woodstove, Garbage Man again. Nope. Ann House on a Hill. Daniel Hutchinson? No. Can Kel G hang on? Can Kel G hang on for the win? Yes, Kel G. Congratulations. You won this really sweet 10th anniversary round from SD Bullion. My only one in the coin capsule. But I do have a tube, so I can't say it's the only one, but it's the only single that I put in a coin capsule, and it's yours. So congratulations. Don't forget to email me, KelG. All right. SD Bullion. Let's write this one down. Kel G. There you go, Kel. Put that over here. And that's it. Whoa! What a live stream. Thanks again for that $10 super chat, Incarnate, but I don't think you're going to get anybody else to go any further. I think we're going to wrap it up right here. I really appreciate everybody being here tonight. Love you all. Have a great night. And until next time, I hope your day is A-OK. Good night, everyone.